And welcome back to Grimm's Dungeon. I'm your host, Grimothy Sr. Today, we have a special episode of Godbound Session 20.
And I have my friends back. Both of them are here.
Everybody's present. Even the Crayon Eater, who almost got lost on the way here, but he found the breadcrumb trail I left him, and food is a prime motivator for this guy. So it worked out pretty well.
It is.
Food is the prime motivation for everybody. Well, I guess that's
Mine's
how we start
Dr.
with
Pepper,
babies.
but
You're
that's
like, do you want something sweet?
No, mine's dice.
Then don't do that shit. And you're like, oh, okay, yeah, that's a good motivator.
We're basically like programmed from birth to become consumers, is what you're saying.
Exactly.
Yep.
Have you ever seen The Matrix? Okay. Just out of curiosity.
Some deep shit.
Anyways, welcome back, everybody, to Session 20 of Godbound.
Thanks, man.
Episode 2 of the third arc, From the Ashes. Okay.
Thanks.
It's a great time to be a tabletop roleplay gamer. So many great things coming out, and we're looking forward to experimenting with those, by the way. But we're returning to our roots here.
I love when he talks to us like this. It's my favorite.
Matthew's really enjoying this speech.
I love when he talks to me.
You know,
I can't say anything.
I know that we were
Guys,
captured here against our will and murdered, and then souls have been pushed into our bodies so that Grimm can play with his old friends who've long been dead for years and eons.
Yeah, keep going.
Is that what that lore is?
But I'm honestly sold on this. I like it here now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've basically cast a spell that makes them think we're in a studio in the early part of 2025, that they have social lives. All we are is memories, after all.
I mean, I can never get over the green screens.
Yeah, the green screen.
How do you get
Luckily,
3 of them?
Luckily, no one has made a dubious comment about my set design in a while, thankfully. If you could do better, then do it,
We will
cowards.
continue to remind them everything is green screens.
I was debating. I decided against it, but I might change my mind. I was debating doing a comment of the week segment at the beginning of these, where I highlight the utter
Depravity.
I gotta use my words very carefully here. Utter the interesting things that you guys like to say or leave in the comments.
I think my favorite from this past one was just how to hold your breath for over a minute.
That was awesome.
Great tips out there, guys. Keep
that
them
was
coming.
awesome.
Hey,
Please.
I didn't have a head start. Okay.
No,
And that was established in the video.
It was established in the video. I did give you another shot. I don't remember how.
And
that
hey,
went.
use a ruler.
Yeah,
Use
you don't
a
have a
ruler.
grid.
Hey, at least someone came to my defense for once.
Yeah.
Genius. Hey, recently I've been in the clear. It's been everyone else that's getting poked at, which has
Yeah,
been a nice
we're
experience.
catching
Poke me, baby.
Finally,
Okay.
for
Oh,
God.
months. Actually, I haven't been appearing in these as much. But, that's fine.
Be
By
funny.
design.
Sorry. Sometimes, I'm just not in the headspace. Sometimes I really just hate being in y'all's presence. It really depends. It's a coin toss. One of the two.
Honestly, the only thing that I think that we need is like some kind of device that you can
No, I'm
smell
not
through.
right.
Like it makes custom scents. That way people could know just how beautiful Chandler's hair smells. Like you really got to get in there.
Who's the
sometimes.
guy who said that this room? He can smell the room. What's funny is that I'm pretty sure all of us have pretty regimented bathing habits. I shower
Wouldn't you
every
like to
single
know?
day. I can't. I
3
cannot.
rashes.
I cannot. I have a wonderful cologne. Smells like something different depending on who smells it.
I didn't bring it today, but I do have like a bandolier of like Axe deodorant spray.
Please wear that if we
You
ever
gotta
play.
wear that for the next Fallout.
Yes.
Please.
And I do have to apologize if everyone seems a little weird today. It's because I gave them food filled with chemicals.
X
With
And red
ecstasy.
chemical
Sugar.
Red dye.
Red 40. Red
Oh,
40.
I thought you were saying
40?
ecstasy. That's
No,
what X
that
is.
would be great.
How
Anytime
gross.
if you want to spike
I
my
know,
shit,
but that's not what a normal
can we
person in today's-
actually can we make
Let's
requests?
continue the CIA's LSD experiment.
Yeah, you take
Could you
orders.
imagine, like, I just pull out some
This is
like
gonna be one of
large
those
Imagine
documentaries
being
back
on
home, like, this is
LSD
gonna
in this.
Tiamat.
The map just keeps coming.
That light is not actually a light. It's just we're all simultaneously hallucinating it.
That's what the green screens are for.
Yeah.
They're memory green screens.
By the way, we are. I don't know if you guys know, but we are live.
Oh shit. Whoops.
Today.
I'm always live.
Yeah, we're live today because I had a friend of mine who was like, I didn't know you were streaming, and I was like, okay, I'll stream. It's one extra button. It's fine. And plus, it if something goes wrong with the recording, then at least we have the VOD export,
Yeah.
right?
Why is that pointed at me? You control
It's
all that
pointed at
shit.
you because you're the one that would have to deal with it.
Yeah, that's fair.
Maybe if
but
you
you
were
made
there,
it.
your
You
fault.
made a pointed thing. It's like, oh, it's
Like,
your
well,
fault.
if it is broken, then we have the VOD to rely upon. Who cares? Either way, if you're out there, welcome. Also, if you are in here, let us know how we sound. If we need to adjust the volume, it's been correct every time, but just let us know. Either way, welcome back to Godbound. Before we get started, I know we're kind of vamping here for a bit, but we have had some birthdays recently. We've had more than the ones that I knew about, but if you don't tell me, then I don't know.
This
And
guy
I-
walked up to me today and said, "Hey, if you ever want a gift, you got to remind me constantly about what your birthday is." And I said, "Chandler, you were at my birthday party.
It's true.
You were there."
It's true. But we've had 2 birthdays that I was told about to this year, and apart from now that everything's going well in my professional life outside of this, I was able to dedicate some time, and we've got some gifts. Hold up your boxes gingerly.
Gingerly.
That's right. Brandon and Paige have turned
Collectively.
15 and 75.
There it is. Yeah.
Which is
actually,
amazing.
Can you be here for a second?
collective
So we've got
Yeah,
little
I
got
boxes.
parental,
Okay, so you guys are welcome.
Yeah.
So that's who that
welcome
guy
now
is out there.
to open your gifts, which you will be able. You're taking these, yeah.
Oh.
Emo Circus, right?
That's awesome.
Oh my!
What do
that's
you have?
Incredible.
What is that?
I have a little mini of me.
Is he eating a crayon?
He's eating 2 just giant turkey
Chicken wings.
legs.
Yeah. Is it?
I try to get as
Double
close,
circus clown.
and
Silk.
I'm with silks.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
Looks
awesome.
like you guys
you.
are
So,
now
of
a part
course.
of the cult.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
throw yourselves on.
Yes.
Welcome to the cult.
I'm doing it. You can't stop me.
Be careful. So I actually prematurely broke that, so you wouldn't. I snapped its leg on intentionally and pinned it with a piece of metal, so you wouldn't break it.
That's amazing.
I'm gonna put mine back in the box.
Put her
to
in a
keep
tree.
It safe.
Put her in a tree.
Yeah,
she's
so
hanging over
I
here.
chose
She
to
hung herself on a
represent
tree. You're not
your
supposed to.
your gifts with
She might die.
what you enjoy most in life.
I love it.
Eating.
Eating
And circus.
and circus shows. But I saw the clown
Eating and
costume.
clowning.
Obviously, I don't know what your costume is, but I was like, it's got. I mean, it's.
No,
too
I love
perfect.
We would go.
So
And that's why I didn't get anything because I'm
kinda
selfless,
like
and he knows
Exactly.
that I like to be selfless, so that's why I didn't get a gift.
you didn't get anything because you never said anything about your birthday. Literally nothing. There's never a moment in which you mentioned that it was your birthday. All you mentioned is that you're old, and I was like, "Good for you, man. That's great." Anyways, okay. Now with that,
I'm
with
gonna
that
throw a
concluded,
fucking rager
Aw,
for my
thank you.
30th.
of course, yes.
Cute.
With that concluded, we can proceed. Any questions before we proceed? What happened?
Yeah, what happened last time?
Right.
It was 3 months ago.
Also, who are we?
You didn't watch the recent episode to
Who
get
am
caught
I?
up?
Yeah.
Did you?
Yes, at 1.5 times. Took half
Really?
the time. Took half the time.
That's hilarious.
Technically, it took
You did more than I
1.5 times.
You know what I mean.
Don't
Do I? Actually.
listen.
Sit in your broken chair and shut
He
I'll
he's
break
like
it more.
he
crushed by
calculates
the weight of your
time based
failures.
on how many crayons you can eat within that span.
good point,
So
good point.
Yeah,
it was
crayon
it was 20 crayons long.
Crayon math.
Yeah, that's it. That's
Yeah.
nothing.
Damn.
Anyways, how did I get started? Is that like a inside joke, or does that have to deal with your past?
It's a
Let's
military.
deal with past self. Yes.
I see. Okay. Either way, let's cover that. If we're all ready, let's jump into this. So, last time we found ourselves with a cult, a group of individuals that
kinda
are
You
led
know,
by
how you do.
led by the mysterious figure Jane, who described himself as somebody who harmoniously converges with the
Didn't
forces
write that
of
down.
nature. Do what?
I said, definitely didn't write that down.
Well, now you can. He's covered in these glowing purple symbols. He has these very intense eyes. He looks like a wizened old man outside of the cascade of bizarre imagery that is basically all over his body.
And human, right?
He's a human with a long beard, effectively.
Got it. Okay.
If you recall, he claimed to be a sailor and kind of an orienteer, frontiersman. But when he returned, he found that civilization was in the process of collapsing. In the past 30 years, he's sought to find balance amongst the madness. He seems pretty calm, controlled, and upon greeting you, he acts like he knew you were going to be there the whole time at this point. He has about 30 to 50 people who follow him. Exact number, I might have given a rough estimate last time. It's around 30 to 50. You'll have to do a head count to figure out more. Who are following him, but they all seemed at that point disheveled and starved and half alive. No, they didn't really talk very much. They just kind of were in this entranced state as they were being led through the pass underneath into the jungle of Blightmoor, once known as Low Ridge.
They drank the Kool-Aid.
They drank the Kool-Aid, and they've been lobotomized. Anyways, you guys found yourself after a disastrous experience at one of the few remaining civilized locations, civilized in air quotes, Slatown, being teleported here to this place.
3 out of 5 stars.
In order to find Nirvana, if we recall, a mythical place that all halflings in this world dream about. Unfortunately, your brother, Sebastian, has taken a arrow with some sort of bizarro corruption, and you had to sacrifice your tear, your serpent's tear, in order to make a gem that could withstand the corruption and prevent his essence death.
Which also revealed the thing that Annabelle could do.
Yeah, my soul bind.
Yeah.
To everyone.
my soul bind to
Because
do
before, only Claire and
That's
Torin
true.
knew about
The last time you
Well,
used
And
it
who's
was
to
in
say
the
whether we
labyrinth.
really actually
They had seen it. They didn't
saw
see me
it.
summon it.
Yeah.
Well,
So
the last time you used it was in the labyrinth, right? Like, yeah,
the sewers, yeah.
the sewers, yeah. So
Oh yeah, that was some freaky shit.
And then Annabelle's claiming me about keeping secrets and not trusting people. Gosh, who could do that?
I'll be honest, I'm an open book.
We know, Torin.
We know.
well,
And that's what I love
used to
about
be.
you.
Talk about your feelings. I do.
Anywho, you guys now have been have this sort of group that you're traveling with that is led by John A. And even though you guys were like, I don't know if we trust this. I remember I don't like this. You made friends with the Dretch. You remember?
Yeah.
I was just asking.
That's my
The
favorite.
best NPC.
Hey, you know, I just asking.
You think
Never
Alright,
been
I'm
able to-
not. Hey, just asking. And you've gone south using your sort of essence as a shield to work down. Well, it's
Yeah, I was about to say, we
southwest.
went east.
It's
west,
curving,
west.
and you guys go up a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're
Right there.
journey south. You find that the jungle is a corrupt hellscape, a mess. I think I have it as like 780 miles or so, something. It's very long. It's like a
math,
it's like a
dude.
10-day. It's like roughly it's 7 to
Actually
10
don't need that
days
much.
if it's unbroken to get to the bottom. It's a long journey. This just massive jungle, and it's been told that there are hundreds of thousands of demons that make their homes here. Why? It's uncertain as to why. But they don't. The reason why a lot of these other places maybe haven't fallen is because you've seen it firsthand. They all keep funneling over to the west. So caution is paramount. You find a place that is on your map, a preservation outpost, one that you found in the beginning of Act 2 or Arc 2 in the swamp. And it's provided, I think, a bit of a reprieve from the corruptive forces. But as you're traveling through with the thermometer that you guys had, you registered insanely fluctuating levels of chaos corruption that actually grow beyond what your threshold is. So having this base of operations is great, but venturing further out for extended periods of time, even for yourselves, would lead to disaster. Upon arriving at the preservation outpost, you discover that there's some demons there. They try to flee and an outburst of a frog behemoth, a massive beast that's been chaos corrupted, something ancient in this swamp that's been corrupted. You fought it, Sebastian almost died, and you managed to cut off one of its tentacles, which is still flailing about inside the murky water as
I
it
always
flees
liked
under the
sushi.
undergrowth. After which, John A. proves that you guys are the individuals that he promised, and they all vow to do as you say. And thus begins the rise of the Phoenix, a new band, which I've then asked for you guys to come up with a fun Phoenix-themed name for the band that you guys are founding. And that's where we left off. Any questions, class?
Trying to get a little bit more information on the chaos corruption. When it comes to chaos corruption, I imagine it kind of like I don't know, being exposed to like Chernobyl, like that kind of like radiation. Like I've never really had a good picture in my head of how corruption spreads.
Well, you don't
like,
have
if
any
it's more like
pictures
a
in your head.
moss. It's true.
Got
it's
him.
true.
Damn.
But if it's more like a moss, like it's like an actual growth that like comes onto people, or if it's more so just like
It's
a
like
state
venom.
of mind.
It comes in multiple forms, and I think it's using radiation as an example is good for about the most dangerous kind, but there's physicalized in them essence. So there's the there's the soul, I guess, the spiritual kind of corruption, where it's just like I don't know if you've ever seen like oil and water, or when fresh water meets salt water and it makes that clear divide. I don't know if you've ever seen when like a river rushes into the sea. They repel each other. It doesn't work. So as chaos corruption leaches out, it pushes out the natural law and order of the mortal plane. So when you seep yourself in that, it's like immersing yourself in antimatter if you're matter, and it starts to like you cannot hold your composure. Everything just the laws that make you fall apart and dissolve and are replaced with chaos, which you cannot withstand. Same with demons. And that's why they have to corrupt as they go along. With this, remember the seed fiend. So they have to corrupt in order to get further south, and that takes a long time because they just fall apart like
Did
you
you
would.
play StarCraft?
Nope.
All right.
So in physical words, if you were to consume radioactive material, alpha particle emitters, if you were to eat that, because there's multiple types of radiation in your example, and they're all like alpha, beta, gamma. They just get worse and worse as you go down. Same thing here. Alpha, if you're just physically around it, it's just a helium atom, so it can't penetrate your skin. Beta, it can penetrate it's pretty bad, but with concrete and steel you can withstand it. Gamma shreds through everything. So in this world, the alpha equivalent's like food. It's like, okay, I can touch the food. If I eat it, it's bad, but if I'm just around it, it's not that big of a deal. Beta is like an ambient thing when you're starting to like go and maybe immersing yourself with like water and it absorbs your skin. That's pretty bad. Then gamma is like there's an active source that's expunging it and it's very bad. So if it were to get on you, or it were to be exposed for longer times, it would degrade your soul effectively. Imagine if you're teleported to a different dimension with different laws of physics that we don't have, that can't withstand atoms being bound together. You just fall, you just disintegrate, like Thanos snapping or something. And that's kind of what would happen at the most extremes. You would just disintegrate, like you never existed. At the most average, you lose your mind. Sometimes it takes root and corrupts your brain and turns you into a chaotic entity, which is bad. So does that?
It's bad.
I think. I follow it better.
It's
It doesn't
radiation.
necessarily. Yeah, it's just radiation.
Yeah. It's like
Essentially.
stage 1 is veining. You see veining in your body, like these kind of spider webs of purple. Stage 2 is stage 2 is probably and again that I'm just listing things you guys have seen. Stage 2 is psychological degradation, where you start to see like schizophrenic episodes and other elements, and then it branches out to what could happen beyond that. Okay. You could disintegrate, you could mutate, you could just explode. There's a myriad of ways it could affect.
Become more of a demon.
And it's unique to the person, its personality.
But we're fine in this outpost.
Yes. Cool. So you're fine in this outpost. Okay. Any other questions before we begin?
Do we know how many days have passed since our curse branding?
I think it's been a week, right?
Since we left the.
I think it's been like a day.
I think
a
we
day
don't
or
know
two,
exactly because of the
charted.
time. Yeah.
No, you do, because you were. There's a missing time, but I think for the sake of clarity, it's important you guys know that fact.
Okay.
Because that's the whole pressure of the arc is getting it done before time runs out. So you guys got branded. There was a period of time between your corruption, so you don't know precisely. But most likely it's been around a week. So you guys basically have like that month. It's kind of the idea of what I have. So you've lost 2 days for travel time right now, right?
I think 3.
3 days for moving from point A to the jungle outpost, traveling down.
So we're 3 days into our 30 days.
3 days
3 days into 30.
27 days remain.
Go.
Also, I play Torin. I'm the main character of this entire group.
A tank.
think I've done a
Honestly,
pretty good
like
job. I
there's
don't
just
feel
been
like
like
we have
so
a main
much that's
character.
been going on like
Right.
in his personal life, and then he found all these friends, and here we are. And he
All these
started a cult.
friends.
Yeah.
It's a deep dive into Torin's mind.
Great.
I think to
well, let's play the game.
Is friends.
And I'm the goblin.
I'm ruining everything.
No, you're not.
His name's Claire Rick.
So
Probably
this
not.
is like the moment that the frog hemoth
Okay.
is gone, right?
So Johnny's like, I told you, these are the people that I promised. All right, let's jump into it. So we see this is the scene you guys like. It's a little bit past where we left off. You guys have sort of made a campfire around the central altar of the preservation outpost, indicated on the left-hand side of those watching. And you guys, left-hand side, you've gathered around a campfire as the individuals of this sort of now group that Johnny has led gets about doing various tasks. For instance, you see some chopping, like coming and trying to collect wood by chopping down some of these trees, and you notice though that these trees are not really trees; they're like giant ferns almost, with these kind of woody trunks, but it's not really a tree. You see a few of the individuals looking over Sebastian, who is still unconscious, and basically flat lying on a table they've built. But you guys surround the campfire, and the nomadic party sets about their tasks. And John is over by a few of them, and he seems to be having some form of heated argument, but he's just out of ear reach.
So
The night is falling.
first order of business. We send what do you think they'll need? 5 guys to capture that big frog? It'd be a cool pet.
Why do we need to capture the frog?
Well,
Cool pet.
I mean, were you not able to see how cute it was?
It had a certain charm.
The one
I
that
think it liked you.
that was gonna kill us.
And that
That
nearly
one?
did kill Sebastian.
Don't you understand how an animal in a corner is supposed to react?
Is
No.
the tentacle still flopping around?
Yeah, they're trying to get some fish hooks to pull it
I
out.
will help them with that.
So you're leaving already.
Leaving this conversation immediately.
Okay.
See, Freddy, look out.
No, it's not.
He's a get to action type of guy.
We're not going to get
You see the and you grab and make a give me a athletics check.
Imagine how much faster we could get through the swamp on a frog's back.
If that's what you want to put your energy
20.
towards,
I was saying we put
As
their
the-
energy towards it.
As the
I
sorry, I'm interrupting roleplay. Forgive me, everybody.
go for it.
You're forgiven.
He's
Oh, sorry.
mid doing something anyway.
yeah.
Well, he started walking off, so I was like, okay, let's follow.
Go for it.
So they're trying to grab these hooks, and they're falling back. They're slipping. They're like these old kind of fish hooks that you'd see on a boat when you hook a fish and roll it back. And you just step in, grab it, and rip it out. And it's wriggling and brr. And the people that were ripping that tentacle out look at you with this sort of apprehension. And there's it's like they're not used to seeing somebody of your size or someone that looks like you being assisting them or helping them
I'm
in
just
any
gonna take it
way.
down into chunks.
Start cutting.
Manageable size chunks.
Okay,
that
so-
move around. Not super detailed, but just enough for them to be able to
Make
on their own
calamari.
help do things with it.
Okay.
I sincerely don't think we need to put our energy towards the frog. I think it's just it's a wild monstrosity that
Aren't we
can't
all?
really.
I would also say that 5 of them is not nearly enough, and that would be certain death for them, given that the 5 of us could barely handle it.
4, 6.
Well, it's missing a tentacle now.
That's right. You can only
Oh,
grab
what is he
so
doing?
many.
He's chopping up the tentacle.
On the opposite side, you see that a group of these nomads are counting the dead. There were a few casualties.
That's terrible.
The frog hemoth, and also just in the journey, people have passed from exhaustion and starvation. Things are not looking good. They seem to be in low spirits, and you hear that this kind of is announced by a low, mournful, like the person who's mourning doesn't even have the energy to do it. It's just kind of this low rumble in this deep, just like unrelenting sob that's just like emitting from their mouths. It's a horrifying chorus.
Annabelle,
Yes.
come here.
Yep. As I, Claire,
Yep.
can we make our priority food and not a pet? Thank you. And I turn and walk.
Do you have the device?
Hey, my
on you?
ideas.
Chaos device.
To measure chaos?
What to make sure the food is safe.
Yes. Yeah. Well, it's probably not going to be, given that it came from a demon. In
So
this
Do you
place.
have a way to make it safe?
Torn does. I do.
So you're gonna use the thermometer?
Yeah, that's what we can. We'll test it. We'll test it with the thermometer.
Yay! My special rules being
Yay!
used.
Have I
Yay.
seen?
Okay, so do you have the
Sorry,
thermometer
mine's
rules on here?
He's
I
said
did
it
print them
multiple
out.
times.
He said he
But
could.
he said he
And
does.
I also
They're
can.
in here
But
somewhere.
I have to prep it by day.
Somewhere in all of the notes.
Okay.
I forget
It's
how
in
I used to
Discord.
do it.
That's how I remember it.
Just say you do it.
I don't know where.
That's it. I do the thing.
I haven't.
Thermometer.
Keep it going.
I know that
Keep
it's a
it
religion
going.
check.
What are you
I know
doing?
that depending
I'm over
on
to
the
smack it.
sample size.
Hold on.
Would the sample
Like when
size
you-
then be the
We're gonna go to the
tentacle?
store and you see a bag of rice.
No, it has to be. I think it has to be something from
Alright, you have
us.
to.
Like,
Well-
it has to be mortal materia, is what.
I think that's.
Well, this is
Yeah.
This is mortal material.
Would I be using a chunk of the tentacle to?
Yeah, so you would
Yeah.
test it physically.
And
I have like 50.
And who's to say it's a tentacle? We don't know that.
He did explicitly.
we
say.
did.
Hey, well, I mean, you fought it. I mean, that's
What are you saying?
We could just call it an appendage.
Could be
Okay.
a special test.
Could be an antennae.
What if it was his?
No.
No,
It's
but
so long.
All right, so in order,
God.
so for chaos corruption, in order to figure out chaos corruption levels, one person in your party must have an object that is repaired called a thermometer,
Yes.
and the readied items, granting you the religion feat of detect corruption, which reads, you prime the thermometer with mortal materia. So what like
Oh, okay. So,
So
would
it
you
has
have
to
to
be from
make a
physical,
cut
yeah.
first,
allowing
and
it to gauge the rate at which an item, food, or local ambient
Cool.
chaos corruption mutates. So the mortal
Got it.
materia is the
is like the primer.
is like you remember I said like flesh is the
Yes.
way because that's how it gauges is how fast it degrades. It reads that
Sorry.
fast the way.
Right.
That's
I
right.
think we
I know.
found our cold
So
chance.
you make a secret religion check because it's important
yeah.
that it's secret. Higher chaos areas have a chance to instantly burn up mortal materia, granting inaccurate results, which is a problem. But if it
Yeah.
burns up, that's all you really need to know.
Yeah.
If empty, the thermometer
Classic
must be
page
supplied with a
50.
living mortal tissue sample, the size of which is relative to the amount of suspected chaos.
Yes.
Larger
I don't think we
tissue
have
sizes will
any.
grant greater chances of an accurate reading at the cost of damaging the individual supplying the sample. Samples cannot come from multiple sources and will instantly burn a thermometer if attempted. Tiny, small, medium, and large and very large give additional dice rolls and modifier bonuses.
Yes.
Okay, so I remember it finally burned up the
Yeah,
last time you
yeah.
used it, so it is empty.
All
I don't know
right.
why I
So
remember that.
D4,
but I do.
D6, D8.
D4 plus
Oh,
1,
thank you.
D6
I've got
plus
it.
3.
Let's
found
just do a small chunk.
What's the largest?
3D8
3d8
plus. Oh wait, no.
to give you a plus 20 to the check.
What's down from that?
2D8.
2d8.
Because it goes
For a
3D8,
plus
2D8, 1D8, 1D6.
Well, how
1D4.
important is it for this reading to be accurate?
Very.
You know,
These
I mean-
people hungry.
that's
I'm
something
gonna-
you
You're
trying to
ask.
feed
Are
the
you
people.
gonna take?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. I think we'll be fine with something small. I've used.
Oh, he's doing 2.
Frederick, that's like half of your arm.
No. So I rolled 3 points of damage,
Damn.
but still put in a large.
But a plus 12. And
Which plus my religion is a plus 22.
Against me.
holy shit.
To test how
Like risk.
chaos
If it was me, it would have been plus
is
25.
the food. Help.
How chaos is the food?
Chaos is the food.
And this is also a good time to remind you all have special rules that
Yeah.
reflect how chaos corruption affects you and
But
when
we
it
are-
affects you.
We are 0 levels of corruption right now, correct?
So
We're
you're immune to one, but you
Immune to
have.
one,
Well,
but you
I can't
have.
remember. I think because we know you traveled in the chaos waste for 3 days.
Yeah.
So that did increase it, but
Would
there's
make
no symptoms. So basically, the rules are
Yes.
pushed up one tier.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
So
So I don't have to read.
Mechanically, we
So
have
you're-
0.
So you're not immune to that
Yeah.
rule, but it's just now rule number 1 is off-putted by an additional.
level
attack.
1 chaos goes to the level 2.
Where did I write?
What are you
Oh,
looking
he's
for?
got an.
Yeah, because I know how much chaos corruption is here, and you should have. Three days of
Yes.
travel.
Correct.
Travel.
I believe in you. You can do this.
If I. How many? Oh, that's right. I was thinking there's three. There's three
There's 5
ticks
steps.
per state. Yeah, 5.
5 steps, 3 levels.
Three
So
levels.
yeah, I was like, oh god. So, you should be 6 steps in.
Okay.
Oh shit! So, yeah, we're
But we're
almost.
immune to those first.
Yeah.
The first.
We're immune at level 1, so we
Yeah.
have to get to
I
level
knew,
2.
I was
So
like,
we
that's
still got
great.
some time.
Yeah.
Are we?
And this depends on, and again, you're resistant to the first 5 stages being.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Go ahead.
So, secret religion roll plus
Yes.
22.
Plus 22.
So you did the damage roll already?
You took 3 damage.
Oh, really? With what sample size?
2d8.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we roll a secret. So what's the modifier? It's 12.
Plus 22.
Plus 22,
Plus 22,
total.
my religion and the sample.
How accurate that tentacle.
We also don't know how much that'll feed.
Half that I didn't remember.
Remember what?
It was big.
Because my chaos corruption was a long time ago that was written.
Yours was
I
the
bet.
any food shit. I
You
remember
don't
that.
know. You don't know.
Sure.
That hair changes you.
Have you
so
trained?
tired.
I guess you wouldn't be trained expert or master legendary, but I did say you could.
I'm
You
an
could
expert in religion.
Can we just say
does
what
that
we think we
reflect
are?
into the skill?
No.
Yes.
Oh wait.
But-
Yes,
Yeah,
yes it does. Yes it does.
Master at-
On a
That
tissue-
reflects into my
So-
plus 10.
If the
It-
tissue sample were destroyed, roll a d8 on a 1 or 8, it remains intact.
Okay, so roll a 1d8.
Those cookies
Just
over
to-
there look real nice.
That's a 1.
Hey-o.
Wow. Okay, so the tissue sample remains intact, and you've determined that there is. Let me see with the DC.
Oh.
Yep.
Cool. Love it.
There
Love
is
it.
severe chaos corruption within the confines of this. So in order to
In the tentacle.
food,
in the
in the
tentacle.
tentacle.
So in order to
Food.
blanch it, you probably wouldn't. We'll roll a die to see how much you can do because these are 2 rule interactions that are both custom. We'll see
Custom.
if you want to try to purify food, which I believe is in your capability still. Is that
No,
Cadence?
they've got spells and shit. I've got divine talismans.
I have a once a week. I can
That-
do something really cool.
Yeah, because Caden used to give you the
Right.
ability to do something with food, but that's gone now.
No, I think the last.
I thought you
I
just
think
had
it's
a
just
spell.
specifically my weekly thing that I can do.
I thought you just
thought-
had a spell.
I have a spell, but I have to prep it by day.
Sure.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah. Frederick, this is.
You see people already trying to like start cooking and trying to eat this food.
Stop
as
that!
we go through this.
Smack their hands away. Wait!
Yeah, that's not safe.
Wait.
And that's when you hear the individual who is seemingly arguing with this Jane character, watches you do this, and he, in a sort of a torrent of fury, walks over to you guys, and this accent that you never have heard before
Okay.
begins to berate you. Behind him is almost like a family of ducklings, like his family. Very
Like they're literal ducks.
No.
No,
so
people, they're
cute. So
they're
amazing.
Please make them
How
real ducks.
are
You have
they
the
so
power.
pure and yellow?
I'll spend my hero point if you make them real ducks.
They're so pure and fluffy in this world of chaos and endless despair.
So
I
they're
can't tell you how
following
much I
behind
need
him in a
this.
row. Is that better? Is that less fun? So they're following behind him in a row. It seems to be only a couple, two kids and what seems to be probably his wife, and then himself as he approaches. And he grabs. Who was actually was it you that was pushing the food out
I
from?
was smacking their hands.
He's emaciated, very gaunt. But even still, you could tell as he approaches you to shove you that he's got he used to be a strong man. He's going to try to kind of push you, so it's going to be a challenge
Contest.
here. So
I think it's.
roll.
Do you want contest or do you want to do like shove attack where it's just against my class DC?
It's just against your DC.
Which I believe is 21.
21
my
is class DC.
Okay. So he goes to push you, and as he does, he kind of pushes, but he slips his hand off your shoulder because you're smaller than him, and he stumbles forward and collapses, and you hear the kids go, "Dad!" as they rush over to pick. He's like, "Get off me!"
Those ducks can talk.
As he stands.
That's the accent?
Yeah,
I was waiting.
He gets up and he's like, "What are you doing? We've been starving for weeks, and you pushed these people's food out from their mouths. What's wrong with you?"
And
You
the
listen.
Food is not safe to eat yet, but it can be.
Nothing's safe to eat. And he stands up. And he's like, "Look at you, you beefcake!" And he tries to hit you. And he's like, "When's the last time you ate? Only a couple of days ago. It's been months for us." And he can bear his voice is like shaking, and he can barely stand. And it seems like he's like at somewhere. I don't know if you guys have stayed up for more than 24 hours. Let's go.
Great time.
Where
3.5.
where like
clocked out.
even if you're not, you could like cry instantly.
Yep.
Like for no reason. Like
I do
you
that
just
already.
you could just cry. Like even if you're not
We know,
sad,
Tori.
it just happens.
Sorry, Christian.
Yeah.
Like that emotional deregulation
Yeah.
occurs, and he just like it's like can't even control. He's just like so
I'll look over to him.
barely lucid.
We go hold him together. Partially like comfort and partially like keeping him from hurting himself.
That's alright. And I'm like just so fucking heavy now, being completely just gold. Hey.
Jordan.
Like can't even bring his arms up.
It's a weighted blanket.
Torin, the best way you can help these people and Witten get this food safe.
I'll have to wait until tomorrow morning.
Torin, can you?
What did I can?
Good.
And
How long has it been? It's been a week.
yeah, it's been
been a week.
a while since
It's been a
I've
while
made
because last time you
anything.
used it was
I
on
think it was
the water.
before on the water. Yeah.
Yeah, at the beginning
Before
of
the
the arc, so you definitely have it again.
Um,
Now again, this is
no.
a bad place. Is this the
Not
time
the
to
But
use
we're
it?
near,
Up
we're
for
still
you
near
guys to
the
decide.
preservation
oh,
part.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now it's
So,
not. It's
Torin-
yeah, it's not going to purify stuff. Like you guys have already determined, it doesn't purify. It's like a bubble that withstands the ambient chaos corruption from penetrating that sphere.
Yeah.
But physical objects can still go in there.
Right.
So, what Torin is gonna do is he's gonna go over towards the pillar, the preservation point. He's gonna take out Kyle's walk. He's then going to take out some of his tools and start going into that place in his mind where creativity flows and he can just feel the nature of literally life's essence.
We're
And he's
gathering
going to look at the
tentacles.
walk and he's going to start polishing it. And he puts in this little engraving into the walk that now allows the walk to cook foods.
Semicolon.
Say some more stuff, man.
Say more stuff.
Say more words.
Corrupt.
Foods that are corrupting!
Yeah!
And
That's
Hey,
it. That's all good.
the
all
chat
I got.
thinks you smell like trash, by the way.
I mean, we can purify some water in that walk, girl.
Why do you wear
Yeah.
cutoff shirts?
Anything
What do you
cooked
eat,
in this walk
That's
What are you trying to say to my
will be
bro?
purified.
Terrified.
Kelps.
Oh.
Love it.
Yeah, kelps.
Hi, Kelbs.
What are you trying to say?
What's that?
What are you trying to say?
Are we all doing it?
So you just say, I'm going to make this walk cook?
I'm gonna make this walk cook foods to make them not corrupted anymore. I'm going to put my special whatever the fuck I can do onto the walk now. It's got a super nice coating. It's got a really cool engraving on it.
It's the opposite of the Teflon that
So-
poisons you.
Exactly. It absorbs the chaos corruption.
As a
out of the
reminder,
foods.
divine
the
stuff.
blueprint for the design enters your mind based off the description
You got
that
that right.
that I will tell you. You don't get to just say it. Okay? No, you channel your essence into with intent on what it should do, and then I'll describe how it functions. So last time, what did you make last time?
Something amazing.
Toilet.
You don't even remember.
I remember being
No,
on a
he
ship.
did the-
Well, the
he-
last,
he
the
did
last
the
time
syringe.
Make the syringe,
he
Yeah.
made the syringe
and
when
that
we were
was only
in
3
Slack.
days ago.
Yeah.
That wasn't 3 days ago because we've been captured.
Oh yeah.
This
No.
was after we were captured in the basement
Yeah, you
of
can't.
R&D.
It's only been about 4 or 5 days. Man.
did that little adventure. You made the syringe, and then we got teleported here, and it's been 3 days.
So,
I'm so sorry.
So what really happens is Torin does all this. He does all this
Thank you for
coding,
that catch.
I'm
and
sorry,
then
I'm
he
sorry.
looks at
Good
it.
catch. No, good catch.
I know.
Then he looks at it and is like, "Well, what it's supposed to do is now, Frederick, hear me out. Hear me
Wait,
out.
please.
Now, what this was supposed to do."
I don't need excuses for your failures. Witten.
Holy shit!
Frederick
That
is
nearly
back
came out of my
online.
nose.
Everybody.
Literally, I pictured this all in my mind, and you know I can't do that, Frederick.
I slowly move away from that man and start consoling Torin instead.
No, I can do it.
You
I
see,
can't do anything until the morning.
Claire,
Hold
could
on.
you try to find some
I still have some left.
enough for?
Enough for his family. And I get really close to it and say, his family.
Everyone else needs food too.
We need the people who are the loudest to be quiet. They can last one more day.
They can find what they can just to get them food.
And I can go look for
They
more.
find things like this tentacle.
I can go look for more. But
In
it
this
will
area, would it
still
not be
need
safe?
purified. That's the point. But this that I have now is already purified.
Okay.
And I give my 3 rations of Ichor sap. Session 1 or 2 or 3 or something. I think it was 2.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I have 5 more rations that I believe were not purified yet. But the 3 that are purified, after things like settle for a second, I want to let people kind of walk away from the scene, start talking amongst themselves. I want to get them to the family secretly.
guys, make
To not
a.
create a fuss that
Yeah.
they're getting food and no one else is at this moment.
Okay. I want you. There's a couple ways we can look at this. I want you to make a. Let's go with deception, and I'll explain why in a second.
Anyone's help.
I'll aid and just try and keep some of their attention, and by telling them that I can help
Yeah.
everything in the morning.
Make your
and-
announcement of you
Yeah.
can purify
Yeah.
shit tomorrow.
While we're making that roll, I got a quick question because I may not be remember things correctly. In this area, we're seeing similar effects of repelling the chaos we've seen in other small shrine-like areas.
Yes. So
Okay.
there's like I was describing.
So by
there's-
rationale,
Yeah.
some vegetation and water here could be safe to consume.
So the
Right.
water itself isn't natural. It's like runoff
Right.
from the demon hordes, whatever the crap that stuff is.
It's fine.
And you can, it's purple and black. It's obviously hard to see now because I had to
I
repair
always
this
wanted
set.
my water
but-
to have texture.
It's like flavor. It's like flavored water.
All
It's
right.
like
So
It's more like
if
a
we're
Slurpee.
if we're going on basic typical DC for aid, I got a 25, which is a crit success.
to aid.
Yeah, the help action to help him, because he was making the initial roll.
Witten.
Did you even roll yet?
Mm-hmm.
What was it?
13.
Plus 2.
13.
Plus 2.
Plus 2.
15.
Okay.
Look.
It's just a
Oh, what was my deception? Plus 0? Oh, God.
shit. I should have been making the main roll. Fuck.
That's what I was going to say. But
Oh,
I didn't know you was
then
able
you
to
said
see
I'm
it.
going to aid
Okay.
and rolled, and I was like, alright. It's fine.
sorry.
Apparently, we can't trust Witten. He's got great deception.
So 15 total.
15
15
total.
total.
Okay.
This whole time.
Judging by I'm looking at the DCs by level chart, by the way. Okay, so this, so you kind of have your purified ichor as you approach, and you like whisper, you go psst,
Hey.
to the guy who's like, he's basically kind of like on the ground almost as his kids kind of push him up, and his wife's like, like stop, and they're all just like almost like sagging into the ground under their own weight, and you're like, you take this, whatever you say. What do you say?
Hey. And I get real close to his face, looking in his sunken eyes. This is for you all. Tonight, we will have more. But we can't be going making a fuss right at this instant. That you are getting fed, and everyone else is not. Think of the collective, or whatever think of if we were a band of some sort of group. Here's some food.
Torn's in the background. I can't believe it wouldn't work! I can't feed anyone!
I didn't see anything.
Torn's
Making it absolutely worse than everyone's starving.
Torn's existential crisis aside here, you're like, you know, and you say what you say to try to get them to take it, and the man on the ground, he smacks it out of your hand.
Ungrateful little shit.
And he grabs again. He's kind of like, I imagine he's like kind of like laying on his back, and his, you know, he's like his like chest and head are like in the laps of his loved ones, and he grabs your tank top, and he pulls you, and he's like, "How dare you? How dare you? We all suffered equally, and you're trying to play favorites. You can't buy me off." And he starts to sob, and people are looking over uncomfortably, almost like with these like dead stares at you guys. The same triumphant huzzah when you guys saved them from the froghemoth is starting to wane, and the reality of the situation is kicking in. They're in the middle of the jungle with effectively no food or clean water, followed by what seems to be a madman who's told them that you guys are saviors. And with that,
We need a speech. That's what we need. Someone to give a speech for morality.
Trying to wait for it to change.
I'll just keep talking. Look, one of us has to be a savior. And it can't just be clever. Look, he does everything he can.
I'm not personable enough.
We know. Alright, Braveheart. We got you, buddy.
But we're all suffering.
it starts to rain.
Oh, no.
Ting ting.
That
We
was
can't hear
playing
you because
so
the water
fast.
just tinging off your head. I think as
Oh, the
it's
rest.
The water comes down in a deluge, and you see people like, you know, opening their mouth trying to get the. But this, in some cases, might be the first time any of you have seen rain. Some of you not, but some of you, it might very well be. I don't know.
a rare
Does this
sign.
never
Is
rain?
it like fresh water?
We need another thermometer.
Hey, you
Thing.
saved the sample.
Yeah,
so.
we could try it again.
Yeah.
Do it again.
I'll grab the walk
what can
and
we
just
collect
start
these in?
collecting water
Yes, yeah.
so she can test it.
What are you collecting again?
The water, the walk.
Oh, sure.
It's a great idea. There
Yeah.
you go.
Where at first there's celebration, the reality sets in that everyone's getting soaked, and it's the middle of the night, and the temperature is starting to slowly drop.
Johnny, did your people bring any sort of shelter, tarps, things that we can use to set up some kind of camp?
Yes, I believe we did, but I'm afraid there might not be enough for everyone.
We start with the
We start
oldest
with
and
what we have.
weakest.
Yeah. Let's get that set up. We could take the ladder for wood to set it up as a covering, and
I mean, I'm great at building.
yes,
Shelter.
please, yeah.
I can help with some kind of roof.
And
Using some of the
and-
brush.
Frederick, you can lean up some of these large stones to create like more columns and things that we can attach the pillars and things to. All of this.
Let's make a little shelter for
Great.
these
Anything
guys.
else we can use to collect water? And we can test it and ensure it's safe shortly.
The Grim Band goes to town on this camp.
Yeah.
We build
So
shit.
you're trying to rush to build some sort of
Shelter.
I
covering.
think they're building
Yeah.
some shelter. I'm trying to set up as much as we can to catch and collect water.
And I'll help with the thermometer
Got it.
situation.
Sure.
Okay. So as the water is coming down in this forest, you see that the family of the nameless man and his group have moved over to where their items and possessions are. And you see very clearly, because you guys were around him as he's moving on, that they have these large like animal tarps. It's one large one that he's using to put over his family. But it's pretty larger than what his family could use it for.
If we can.
Is that the duck family?
Yeah.
Those are the ducks. If we
Their
can,
last name.
If we can set up these two giant stones and the ladder across them, we can use everyone's various tarps and maybe fit more people than we would without.
Are you willing to give up your tarp? Not
give
necessarily
up.
give it up, but
Share.
share.
So you're trying to convince him. Okay. Give me a diplomacy.
I lean over to
Okay,
Frederick.
diplomacy.
We could just kill them.
Yours is better than mine.
Where is diplomacy?
+4. Mine's a +1.
Pillar
Okay.
accidentally tips the wrong way.
Because there's no persuasion.
What? Who said that?
It's a 16.
Okay. So as you approach and you're like, could you please, as you what you said is give us the tarp. He doesn't even look at you. He just pulls it up and he says, "What's mine is mine."
Are you willing to be the death of all the rest of these people then?
I don't know. You're the saviors. I'm just a lonely
And I'm
man.
trying to do what I can with what all of us have.
That's not very much now, is it? As he pulls the tarp back over his kids, and they're not even registering you guys are having a conversation.
Torrent's
And he looks
going
at
full
you.
Bear Grylls.
He do what?
So Torrent's going full Bear Grylls on this fucking shelter. He's taking all the branches,
Don't do that.
all
if you
together.
ever in
drinking
a
his
situation, by the
Setting
way.
it all up.
Don't do that.
Don't go Bear Grylls.
Right, yeah, okay.
So as you,
Um,
he, basically as you guys are having this conversation, he ends it with one final barb. He says, "The only way I'm giving up anything is if you take it off my corpse."
I see, that's what I'm saying. You heard him. He's offering.
Yeah,
You're
if you
willing-
just put that branch on top of that branch over
With
there.
Torrent's
If you're
help,
willing to be the death of all these people, so be it. Have that lift. Lift your conscience just as much as it.
He scoffs. He doesn't even offer a reply.
And
It's obvious
that's
that-
when I'm moving to the thermometer then.
Yeah, it's obvious that your words have left no impact on him.
Yep.
with Torrent's help, could him and I rearrange some of these stone pieces to make like a 3-wall shelter?
You can definitely try. The only problem is with that fail to convince, there's no real canopy. You would have to spend a pretty substantial amount of the night collecting fern growths to build a temporary roof to get out of the rain.
A late shelter is better than no shelter. We're
Yes.
still going to push forward.
Okay.
Yeah, I have something small. I have a very small tent that I'm going to try and help use. I imagine it's smaller than what this guy has, but it's...
and I'm
And
gonna
you
go.
see most of everyone crawling under the trees, and they're like, huddled under it, and they're like, they've got, they're shivering, and there are some guards, but even they're like leaning on their spears.
Yeah, I'm giving up that tent to be used, giving it to Torrin and Frederick as they do, and then moving over to the rainwater and trying to test it.
And I'm going around to other members of the camp and trying to convince them to aid in the help of building this shelter and then be welcomed into the shelter. So I'm like, if you give us your cloak, we have a spot for you. Like, we gotta get people in, we gotta make it safe for everybody.
It's a communist cult.
This was actually something Torrin used to do a lot.
So
with
you're going to
Family
go
of
around
Phoenix.
to all the individuals that are basically
That's what
shelterless, and like now this tent probably could maybe comfortably sleep like 3 or 4 people, right?
Sure.
It's pretty.
Well,
you would
I
have to
think-
look. I don't
Well,
know the size of
Torrent's
the
using
tent.
all these materials to try to make
A
one
bigger shelter.
superstructure where it's all tied together
Right.
to provide.
kind of like trying to like say screw you to the guy with the big tarp. Okay.
Yeah. And
let's
this is, I
start
feel
with
like
And I think the
Torrent's
tent
done
is
this a
part
lot.
of that. I don't
So
think
instead
the
of,
tent
like,
is set up
75 diplomacy checks. I'm gonna roll to see how many people you convinced, or you can actually. Let's see what we'll use your modifier as an additional bonus to this roll. So for your diplomacy, what's your diplomacy modifier?
-1.
Okay, So
We
and
have
this is the
plus
only
1 and plus 4.
now
over
someone
here.
else can
Yeah,
choose
wait,
to do this.
Can I do this? Because I'm
She
trying
said
to
she
get
was.
the people.
Yeah.
Sure.
You're doing a lot of the building. You can make the
Yeah,
crafting
I want to do the
check.
crafting check.
I want to make the diplomacy check. I'm trying to
That's
talk
what-
to people.
I want you to roll 3d10 to represent the 30 or so who are actively around and are not guarding the place. So roll 3d10 and whatever the total is plus your
already rolled
modifiers.
one,
How
which
many
is
Plus
targets?
diplomacy.
Well,
Yeah.
Max damage, max
No, 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 no.
I think
damage.
she got them all together.
Yeah.
5, 9, 7.
Nice.
Well, no, well, 5
Well,
plus 4,
5
9. 16.
Oh,
16 plus
20.
the modifier. 20. So 20 out of the 30 had something to offer, which means that you can probably house at least 2/3 of the people under this
Okay.
big tarp. So you
Lovely.
go to work on the tarp.
Yep.
All right, and with the conjunction with the trees that you've hewn using your sword, you create a temporary shelter.
What
Oh my
the
God.
fuck?
he had one ready.
Yeah!
God.
And can I go ahead and make the thermometer check for the
This
water?
guy.
Dude, CGI nowadays is really getting good. I love it.
Wow.
Hang on, hit the green screen update.
update.
Go to the next scene.
Chan,
Yeah.
Can we get a
am I good to
close-up?
make the thermometer religion
That's
check?
amazing.
Love it. Aw.
And it's still
pretty awesome.
large, so that's already 23
Even looks bad.
plus.
That's also
30.
that's a natural 19 on my crafting check.
Oh, it's a secret check.
Nice.
Oh,
so
wait.
that's a 31.
You should have had like 2 versions. One for a
31.
shitty check, one for a good check.
If I was not lazy,
No, sorry, it's
absolutely.
30.
It was a
30.
secret check, and I forgot that.
Yeah.
So add 12 plus. Add 25 to the roll.
Okay, so you're testing the rainwater.
Yeah, and
It
I'll roll a
is-
d8 to see.
It
if
is only
it's-
mildly corrupted.
Okay.
Okay. And did it burn up? I rolled the d8 and it.
No, it
wasn't
did not burn up.
Cool. Love that.
It's only mildly corrupted right now.
Cool.
So we still
30
have,
on the crafting check.
Yep.
Look at that bad boy.
Which means it'd be safe to. It would every consumption would be 1 step.
Yeah.
So, but it would withstand. Like the only problem with the water is that, you know, it. When we're getting into this, I have it as like a ration, so there's food and water, you know, per ration. But if you're separating it, which will probably happen in this case, you'll need to drink at least once a day, or have enough water to drink once a day, which will constitute 1 step in mild corruption. And then food once a day would constitute still the same step. So if you do one or both, it's still the same amount of corruption. Does that make
Okay.
sense?
Yeah.
But if you haven't eaten, you start to die. If you haven't drank, you start to die.
Yeah.
They're on the same time scale just because it doesn't need to be more
And it would
complicated
be
than that.
fair to
honestly.
assume that all these people have the same level of corruption that we do, if not more.
Torin just eats for pleasure now that he's a metal
Big of
man.
an area does your talisman?
Well, you're good right now.
Well,
You're at a preservation outpost.
Yeah,
'Cause
the
of the
talisman isn't going to do anything that the preservation
It
outpost
wouldn't
doesn't.
stack. And
No,
give
well, there's no.
benefits?
It annihilates the
doesn't
ambient chaos
heal,
corruption. So
yeah.
you guys, the only way you can increase is eating or drinking corrupted
Yeah.
material.
There's like 10 folks doing their own shit out in the rain.
Yeah, they're having
That's
to-
including the duck family. The four
Yeah.
ducks.
So
Yeah.
there's a process in which John A like kind of asks for volunteers and manages
Johnny
to get
boy?
10. He's like, please, would somebody please stay out in this cold weather? Who is strong enough to with a very encouraging speech,
We'll be out.
and 10 of them.
Yep.
I knew he needed
Okay.
a speech.
So it is getting rather late, and I'm going to say right now, you guys are feeling very exhausted. It's been a long time since you guys have had a place to sleep properly. So it might be viable, or best case scenario for you guys to maybe consider sleep.
Yep.
we're able to keep the fire going and everything too.
Yeah, the fire's not a problem right now. You've made a fire and it's under the tarp. So you guys are not on the tarp. It means 5 additional people. So there's only 10. 5 of the other people and 5 of you are out. And John
So
A is
really
one
just
of them.
one duck family.
Yeah.
And that actually, everybody except the Duck family, John A, and you guys. So
Yeah.
it's 4 plus 1 plus 5. So everybody but them, 'cause they have their own tarp. So they're sleeping under it. And congratulations! Wow, that worked out exactly. That's impressive.
Hot diggity.
Let's go.
So where there once was 50, it seems you guys have lost along the 3-day journey at least 20 poor souls.
Damn.
Devastating. And nothing you can do about it. They just went missing or fell and were never found again.
You learned all their names.
or
last
died
time.
during the frog game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I should have learned
I
every
told,
single.
I told them my entire life story.
Yeah,
Everything.
I remember.
Yeah, I knew you guys were gonna try to punish me for having I'm gonna go to this random one over here and ask them the life
It's okay. We have
story.
the duck family now, so it's okay.
Okay, so you guys have managed all of that.
Torin
gives
their names
life
just
stories.
for
He
that
doesn't
reason.
even ask.
By the way, I can see that miniature.
Yeah. She put it. She did it in full view of you.
No, I mean like the camera.
Oh, good.
Yes!
Good.
All right. Anyway,
It's me.
All right,
As
so
we're
it's doing shifts.
settling down for the night,
Yeah.
can I find a rock that is just a little bit smaller than the current size of my palm?
sure.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'll
they're
find
everywhere.
that and I'll grab Torin and I will take him aside.
Okay.
Torin, could you do something for me?
What do you need?
And I'll hand him the stone. I lost something in my journeys. I was wondering if you could help replace it. Could you carve on this a symbol of
Torin's like super nervous. Like, you're never this nice to him. He's like,
Hey, I need
If-
something now, so
If I tell you the shape and what I need, could you kind of flatten this out like a disc and carve it on it so I could tie some string?
absolutely, yeah. I'd be honored.
I will
Actually-
describe to him basically the family crest.
Mhm.
It's basically just like a stone wall with these simple like wind balloon shapes through it.
yeah.
And on the back side will be the symbol for the Frost Maiden.
So I'm not going to be able to do like a stamp on it. So this is all going to be hand carved. I'm honestly going to probably need to take a while because I need to collect a certain polish that you can usually get out in the wild. That way it's completely
it's-
rust proof, and that I'll take care of it.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'll take care of it.
Okay.
And he just kind of like takes some time to whittle with it and take out some of his chiseling tools and go through and like create a little mark. He's got like this little tiny axe that engraves in parts of the stone, and he's able to take his hammer and chop off little pieces of it, so it's now perfectly round. He's like going through it and looking it over, and it's like, oh, he's gonna notice that. I mean, it looks perfect, but he'll take the rest of the night and do that.
But I think while everyone's kind of prepping, going down for the night, and they're doing that, Witten is going to go to Sebastian
Oh, what a
and
bad.
kind of try and look
Oh
at
shit, we left him out in the rain.
look at whatever
Put a sheet
is
over him.
affecting him, and
I think he's covered. I think he had a big coat and was laying over him like on
He's with
Uh,
the duck family now.
but
He's
with that knowledge, like trying to figure out the knowledge, I would need to know how to help him,
Yeah.
help his malady, whatever it may be, because
So-
there's a spell that would help with that.
So okay, so you like John A is actually the one looking at him, and he's kind of stroking his beard as he looks at Sebastian.
and I'm sitting basically like underneath the benches table that he's on.
Well, he's
whatever.
included in the group.
Oh,
so-
sure. So I'm just like next. I'm as close as I can be.
I like to imagine that Johnny's
Leaning
doing it in
on
that
that.
sexy way, like by the fire. So he's just like sitting there contemplating life. You're like, oh my god, what's he thinking about?
So Sebastian,
My precious.
That's what I thought of with Chaos Corruption. I was like, it's just one big ring.
know Sebastian?
so what's I just want to try and investigate, figure out, do I have to make a check figure out if I could help him, because there's a spell that
So
I
you've
would be
approached
able to-
Sebastian, and you're like taking a look.
Yeah,
and, okay.
essentially doing like a medical examination mixed with
Well, I guess Johnny's got to be a Gandalf now.
but
So,
like
yeah.
a medicine like medical examination mixed with Arcana to try and figure out if the spell that I know can help or can learn.
Okay,
can
so
help with him.
you approach, and prior to making this roll, John is gonna notices your approach, and he says, "There's nothing you can do for him, sir."
Full of goof.
What do you know of it then?
Everything and nothing.
John, I let him examine him.
I work in specifics. I'd like to know exactly what I can or cannot do.
Was he wearing
He
that
reaches
lizard
over, and he's not like speaking in riddles, like he's lost in thought. That's why he's like, you know. So he reaches over and like feels the kind of like the symbol has been emboldened, like the I guess the device, the gem has been fused to his chest. He kind of places his hand and he closes his eyes and he says, "When one deals with chaos, they know everything and nothing. It is like the ocean, you see. It'll take you wherever it wants to take you. You may create devices to sail upon its surface, but a simple storm renders all of it moot." That's what he means by that. And he kind of takes his hand off of him. He's like, "His essence has been corrupted."
And so only cleansing of chaos corruption will do anything for it.
You will kill him. Oh, certainly.
So we have no way of doing anything for him at the moment, no matter what.
I didn't say that. And again, he's just lost in thought as he's like thinking, he's stroking his beard. "Tell me, do you know how he became like this?"
Yes.
I stab Wynn.
How?
He was infected
With?
of the
You have the bolt.
You pulled it out.
Yeah, I'll pull it out.
He takes the bolt, assuming. 'Cause I don't think it was probably in the chaos, but I'm pretty sure he pulled it. It's
Yeah,
been removed.
she
Annabelle
specifically
collects
said that she pulled it out of him while I was trying to.
Well,
help
if
him
she
get
kept
out.
her. We didn't.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
think we
yeah,
specified.
yeah.
Annabelle keeps everything.
Yeah,
That's
This
I
is
think
very
by,
true.
So true.
By I think I would agree. So you rummage through your sack and you
Wrapped
pull
in some
out the
It would be Anna.
what normally would be a simple arrow, but it has like a. And he pulls it out and he takes a look, and he smells of it, and he takes his hand, and in his palm, he takes the bolt and pricks himself with it.
He
And you
dies
watch.
instantly.
Do what?
He dies instantly.
You watch as his eyes sort of like glow an effervescent purple as the corruption is contained, and then it seemingly gets burned away, and all that's left is a scar. And he kind of grips his hand and goes, "Interesting."
Would you like to share your findings?
I can help him, which I will admit it will not be an easy road. What is his temperament? His stature, his composition? Is he strong,
Yes.
strong-willed? Is he stout, stalwart?
Stubborn.
He may yet come through this, but I will say I offer no promises or guarantees. I simply offer a potential path, one he must walk himself. I cannot force him to, neither can you. Because there's much beyond this simple corruption tainting his body.
Beyond this infection from the bolt. That should have been cured when we were in Slatin.
Cure? There's no curing this.
Maybe
There's
not
treatment.
that,
Nothing more.
but what is it then? Because there is a cure for corruption.
And he kind of rubs his eyes and he leans back. He has intentionally warped his materia with chaos. It is at its core now.
He didn't. It wasn't intentional. He didn't mean to
Oh,
be hit.
not the bolt. I'm talking about the much deeper and corruptive element in his soul. The only way someone could get to this state is by choice. You can't force somebody to. It takes years of training and temperament. Injecting oneself with chaos to withstand such a composition as this. It's not something that could be done on a lark. It's intentional.
The thing that could have, whatever he did, most likely gave him the abilities that we saw when we first encountered
Yes,
him.
I know.
You must understand something. This will kill him. It's not an if, it's a when.
You said you could help him.
I said I could treat him. Yes. And maybe he could live to be as old as me, but in the end it will consume him. There is no doubt. I'm sorry. Tell me, this is your brother, you said. Apologies, but you look nothing alike.
So has heard.
Only recently.
Thank you, Claire.
I'm not here.
It was a recent
It's just
change.
like walking by.
Thank
carrying
you,
sticks.
Witten.
I truly am sorry, but there is hope, fear not. After all, the life expectancy in this world is 20. He's already past that. You can see the gray hairs coming out of the side of his temple.
Like I said, strong and stubborn.
Indeed. Well, there's no use in despair. He will walk my path, or he will not. It is his choice.
What is your path?
It is yours, of course.
Nice.
I'm sorry. I speak in riddles because I haven't written this dialogue now. No. It is yours, of course. I go where you go.
Because that's what has been fated, hasn't it?
Fate, no, it's what I've seen.
Is that not what fate is then? What one has seen and believes to be the future.
You're thinking in terms of our world.
Of course, whatever type of thinking would I be doing? This is all I know.
He's also a butterfly.
Says the cleric.
Yeah, no, it's not. You think in terms
Little
of
liar.
gods and destiny. But I speak in terms of the multi. I've seen it. Planes stacked like discs. Plates on a shelf. There are many, and often they do not touch, but as you've noticed, two have. And he kind of motions around. Their rules are not ours. They're radically different. And they seek to change ours to corrupt into theirs. When you speak of certainty, I speak of uncertainty because that is what chaos is. It is unpredictable, and only by being unpredictable can you adapt to it. Does that make any sense? There's no other words I can use, no other chain of consciousness I can strive to convey in order for you to understand. There's nothing left but chaos, order, disorder. It's all the same. Am I making any sense here? And he strokes his beard.
You rarely do.
Can't have one without the other.
Then I'm making sense.
Would you still like to examine him?
By all means. So you asked him what his path was.
Yeah.
Originally, I did mention he said that I believe I gave the term for what he called himself, which was a
Melder.
A
Meldist. That's what it was, yeah.
I also have the word Lomashu written down, and I don't remember what it means.
Oh, that was the holiday they were celebrating.
Thank you.
The demon's holiday.
Demon holiday where they eat people.
Yep.
No, where they wear each other's skins and
That's
human
what it
skins and shit. It's
That was fun.
Halloween for demons. Got it.
Yep. So, as Christmas for demons. Anyway.
But yeah, so the path that you were saying, the Meldist.
Yeah. He described himself as a Meldist. He is obviously one that has found some form of synergy between the mortal existence and the chaotic existence. Which in this world are, again, I cannot express, very diametrically opposed. But he has found a middle ground somehow. And so he redefines that again for you. And he says, perhaps your brother can walk it too. But it is not an easy path, and one that takes a lot of sacrifice. And then there's the dreams.
Talking about being a builder.
You remember he's got that eye on
Yeah,
his
yeah.
the third eye on his head.
Is it a real eye or is it
Like
like
a
It's
tattooed?
he has carvings, physical
Oh,
carvings
sure.
all over his
Yeah,
body
yeah.
that glow, like a kind of a purplish hue.
While he explains that, I still do want to.
You're well, yeah, sure.
check.
Yeah.
Go for it.
And I would like to cast guidance on myself as well, getting a +1. Okay, that is a 31.
Yeah.
So upon
God.
deduction, I mean, you can feel using your metaphysical powers granted to you by your the goddess Desna that there is a significant degradation to his essence, almost like it's been replaced very systematically with elements of chaos. This tertiary ailment seems to be attacking the chaotic elements of his soul. This infection. Yeah. This infection seems to not be attacking or affecting, and this is all kind of like magic, and it seems as though it's something that only affects demons. This corruption.
Okay.
But it's you can feel it. The foundation of his core being is both chaotic and mortal now.
I imagine it's
At its
something
very core.
Like the degradation that I'm seeing is kind of almost along the lines of how the mortal materia that we put into the thermometer, like how it dissipates. But I imagine he's kind of like in that in-between state as it's happening.
He's sacrificed basically parts of himself to gain chaotic something. You've seen it physically
And
during the attack of the Leviathan.
Yeah.
Where this massive arc came from the sky, this like spinal arc.
Did he happen to have the gem on him?
He pulled it out of his bag.
Yeah. Okay.
And he infused it on his lute as well.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna give the lute and the gem to Johnny.
Okay.
I'm not sure if this would help you guide him on this path.
He takes the elements. He looks at the lute and hands it back to you, but he's interested in the gem.
Yeah.
He spins it around and he kind of chuckles to himself and he mutters like, to himself, like, there are none that teach what I do, except myself. It is a process of trial and error, one that takes years of dedication and service towards a greater. And good doesn't really constitute it. But he seems he has found his own way. This device is used to target elements of his own materia and corrupt it into chaos, granting him boons, is what I would call it. It doesn't quite fulfill the description, but I think it's close enough. You tell me he affixed this to his lute.
Yes.
Curious. Chaos feeds off of inspiration, that thing that makes us wild, the uncontrolled parts of the mortal being. And through his act of art, his musical expression, that must have allowed a controlled gateway into the parts of himself he wished to replace. And he hands it. How he made or got his hands on this is beyond me. I've never seen its like, but I know what it is for sure. And he hands it back.
I don't touch it. You can place it back in the lute.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Yep.
I just thought it might be helpful. If it's not, I'll put it back with his things.
The only thing that can save him now is my path. Tell me, is he worth
He's everything.
to you? But what about everyone else here?
He's no harm to them. He could be useful if he's awake.
The type of individual that goes through this process with me,
Like you.
like me, does not always equal to the best outcome of those around them. You understand what I'm saying?
I feel like you're saying that you might be a threat to us.
Full Metal Alchemist.
If it is
Or-
my fate to be expunged from this world, then so be it.
I think as long as you're here, Sebastian can be here as well.
That is the correct conclusion. It's the only one. If you were to kill me with your skepticism, well, you would be killing your brother as well. I'm an old man. I've lived enough.
Intend to harm you.
It's good to hear.
Just take care of him.
I'll do what you will allow me to. Okay, so with that conversation concluded, you guys gather around the campfire, assuming there's no other elements you guys wish to do during this. Gather around the campfire outside that you've created under a tree. When drip, 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 you know.
So what's... Tomorrow starts. We cleanse the food and we get food what we can. And then what? What are we doing? We have to have some sort of plan. We can't stay here indefinitely, but we can't continue on and go, or we will be annihilated by the Chaos Corruption.
How long are we gonna be here?
No more than 27 days.
That's funny.
There's a point.
We could, clarification on this
Allegedly.
map, which you might not give me.
Yeah.
Are these smaller paths or rivers? Because it looks like they lead to a delta, but also we came on a smaller...
I think we drew that one.
No.
Did we not?
No, I drew the triangle. That was it.
Yeah. Point the map to me.
Sorry.
The tiny
So
lines.
the
There's like this
the thicker
one...
lines are paths. The smaller lines are rivers.
Okay, but this one was a path, but this is a river.
Well, the one that was an extension
Yeah,
out
little
was
fork.
actually drawn during the session.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. That's fine. Cool.
So the others are rivers.
Yeah, you're by. I mean, I
Okay.
drew the rip. You're
Well,
by.
we could.
Yeah, true.
It's not like we have protection from the chaos corruption on the road. So if we followed the river,
We do here.
we do here, but it would be a much shorter journey if we just follow this river to the temple mine,
I
How
can
many?
make a boat.
which is where we need to go.
We could make a boat. I wasn't listening to your conversation at all, but like the guy was saying, floating on the rivers of corruption or whatever.
Yeah.
I put it there.
Down the rivers of corruption.
Where did he get that smoking pipe?
3 days journey if we follow the river.
Shortest passage will be better.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. If we continue going, are we not going to just, again, be annihilated by the Chaos Corruption?
And
From
to
everything
consider-
we've been told.
And to
know.
consider this, just by the way, these people, you know, if left for too long,
Yeah.
you know.
Right.
So how would you
We're not gonna
so,
build a boat that carries everybody.
And
so they'd
I
be
know you guys
waiting
don't
for
really know
us.
the potential of what's going on, but eventually this could be a force, an armed force. So how do you transfer them? How do you get them? How do you mobilize them? How do you? These are the kind of problems that will be easy, sometimes easy to solve, sometimes more difficult and challenging.
Look, I don't think that we need to make a choice where we go, or how we go, because we're not gonna leave here tomorrow.
But we can at least start planning.
Yeah.
Well, I think that Johnny could watch the boats. He seems to trust us.
Why do we
And,
trust him?
well, we don't know any of these folks. All you got is to be able to give trust, and hopefully if it's broken, then, you know, it's different.
What we do know is he is correct. They're
Thank
not
you.
strong enough to travel. We are on a time limit, I understand this. But 2-3 days to get them up to strength, at least food, water,
Yes.
find a way to travel with them from point to point.
Did we see his corruption void from these temples?
Yes, there is.
Yes.
We know there's none.
Okay.
Yeah, because we used the thing at the...
Still-
The spine lights or the big
3 days.
telescope like thing.
If the corruption stays at the level that it's at, or in the surrounding area, my talisman could protect us for 8 hours, maybe. And I don't even.
Can we use your talisman to lower the corruption in everyone here?
I don't think it can heal people like that. It can-
We need a sharp one.
We need a sharp one.
It's in the rules.
No one in the group happens to be a shardborn. None of our people, right? Can I?
Who knows?
Maybe I'll.
The last one you saw was in Arc 1.
I know.
There was a few in Slatin, but like you didn't have a need for them.
Well,
There was a few.
excuse me. I'm tired. We've set up our shifts, put some thought into these ideas we're bouncing around. Tomorrow we'll purify some food. I will take. If everybody takes longer shifts, I'll wake up early before everyone else is awake and gather food.
Could you guide?
That way it's back before everybody's awake.
Could you guide other people, if any are strong enough to go with you? Would they be able to be supported by your insight?
Eat an alpha fish. Hunt a human. I don't remember how it goes. Maybe.
Okay.
But I don't think everybody's strong enough right now.
I have the ability to, at the very least,
Someone collapses
tomorrow.
behind us in the distance.
At the very least, tomorrow you won't have to gather as much food. I can get food just enough for us 5 and one more, thanks to a spell. And I can purify bits of the food that we already have that is corrupted.
I have 5 rations. Write that down. They're yours now.
They're not purified.
Great.
Okay. All right.
They are flowers, people.
Even salad again.
So, that being said, don't overexert yourself tomorrow. Don't go overboard. Do as much as you can without
It's
doing
literally
it.
a downtime activity.
I need to know, am I making a boat or no?
Not yet.
Not yet, but I think. Well, you could start on it.
Work towards that.
I think start on it. See
Sure.
who wants to help. Not right now, in the morning.
I think tomorrow we get everyone rested and healthy, and then we can start working on building boats and teaching people to forage and maybe teaching people to fight.
Finding out what everybody's skills are.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm sure he has 20 different skill
First
sets
things-
written
Yes,
down.
20 different character
skill
sheets,
sets
certainly.
written down, and we're going to get to
gonna-
know
who's gonna pass them out?
every single one of them.
No, we were talking to Patricia. No, she's the one with the cousin that had the 3 cats.
And somebody said they knew a show.
All right.
Tea break.
That's what we're doing for
Okay.
tomorrow.
I'm going to sleep.
Who's got first watch?
Oh, wait.
Grab a
Wait.
sword.
What are we calling yourselves?
Start walking around.
We have a cult. Should have a name. Phoenix Effect. Bird. Fire.
We don't.
Watchers
The
beyond
Ashen Phoenix. It is. Gavel, gavel, gavel. All right.
Ashes of feathers.
ashes and stashes.
I can't grow one.
That's alright, we'll
It's
get you a
just-
fake one.
I don't think a name is necessary for the time being.
Like a piece of seaweed.
Did you see that guy? The Duck family? How low morale is? They need something. We need something to create unity,
Like food.
A speech.
togetherness. Even when you were talking, the conversation that I definitely wasn't around and didn't hear, you said your people to Jonah or whatever his name is. Yeah. That's creating a divide. Maybe we're all one people. At least right now. That's all I'm saying.
I'll think on it.
We'll think about it.
I'll think on it.
Phoenix Effect.
First, go to bed.
Who's going to sleep first? Or
I will
stay
be
first?
up first
Oh.
because I'm trying to create my buddy a cool piece of jewelry.
Second watch of this.
All right.
Wake me up, man.
Wake me up.
So,
Inside.
because you're so tired, I'm gonna have you make
I'm a metal man. I don't get
2
tired.
rolls.
I got 7 batteries.
For
Still
one
going.
roll. I want you to make a. It's a saving throw, I think.
Fortitude or will?
I want you to make a fortitude saving throw.
Do it.
Let's go. Let's go.
That is a 23.
There
Okay.
you go.
So, despite the, insane urge to do so, you manage to stay up. I want you to roll a perception check, real quick. Actually, I will. Secret. Give me your modifier.
What he remembers what Pathfinder 2 is about.
Perception. 9 plus 9.
Okay.
We think so.
You
don't know.
you hear something directly above your head flapping.
That's flapping?
Oh no, that's something.
Now it's
falling.
dropping.
Yo, hold on!
Now something's falling from
This
the.
isn't Fallout.
I want you to make a reflex saving throw.
Oh shit!
Hey! That's an ad 20.
Let's go!
Plus,
And you said reflex, so 30.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And
He
you
does a
dive
barrel.
out of the way as a large pile of crap slams into the ground from some avian bird, and you hear it go, and it flies off.
Good, free fertilizer.
I bet it was that one we saw in the
Your
bushes
watch
earlier.
has ended. You may sleep. Who's next?
Who's next?
Okay, we have 2 more watches. Go ahead.
That was such a big...
Give me a will saving throw, or sorry, fortitude saving throw, please.
21.
Okay.
21.
The urge to sleep is intense, but you manage to withstand it.
Could have been awful while crafting your amulet.
Oh my god.
Nothing seems to happen during your
Wouldn't have
watch.
been funny at all.
4 hours come and go. It's still dark by the end of it. It seems like time, like nighttime is not time. Nighttime is
about to
this
go
part of
through
the
time
world is
tomorrow.
just really, really long. All right, last. Who's the last?
Okay, first
Uh,
and last.
I'll take the last one.
Okay. Are they three? These are 3-hour watches. 3, 6, 9. Yeah. Okay.
369, damn cheap.
So, do I need to save?
Yes.
Fortitude?
In daylight savings time.
14.
Is he gonna get shit on? Is he gonna get shit on?
That was the fortitude, not the perception.
As you lean against the tree, and you're looking back and forth, and with the pitter patter of the rain on the leaves, and the slow bubbling dribble of the chaos river that's by your guys' lean-to, you are, before you know it, asleep.
Like you wasn't already sleeping. You couldn't have stayed up.
I don't like this.
Do I have sleep in Pathfinder?
Yeah. I actually did look this up.
Weak.
Stick up your nose.
Sit on it and twist.
Clerics.
What?
Oh god.
No, not
I don't like that there's no music.
Meatheads.
worshippers.
He's on the computer. That's
Crayon
never
eater.
good.
How pretty
I'm
these are.
so
Oh, my thing's not working.
Oh
Oh
no.
no!
I'm so stressed.
Turns red, turns into the heartbeat moment. Oh.
Uh-oh. Well, I'm dead.
Pretty.
Oh, wait, shit.
I
Wrong
wonder-
horse.
Whose is it?
How
Sharing this.
It's chance.
how high would like a dragon or a other large beast have to be flying to kill someone by taking a dump on them? Do you think? Like, cause
you're
coming
like-
from that high,
Sure,
like it's gonna
sure.
hurt.
Let's see. I mean, falling rules in Pathfinder are pretty freaking brutal.
Right.
So I mean, that poop is gonna take a beating. You know?
Here we are. What's
It's
this?
been a while since you've been unconscious in this way.
Yep.
Complete black. Where you once maybe would find Desna waiting for you to have a conversation, instead you find the void. It is absent of all light, of any source of familiarity. It is just you and the whispers, thousands upon thousands of them, whispering in the dark. inconceivable in what they're saying, unintelligible. It's just this maddening chorus, the cacophony.
And in this dream state, does Witten have, like, can he kind of, like, see himself? Is he corporeal in a way, or is this just an existence kind of
It's just
situation?
like a state. Yeah.
I think...
One of the whispers is,
I think since...
Try to do this if this works.
You get it? Maybe? I believe in you.
What? I don't understand. That's so confusing.
I think while...
we can make the sound.
Beautiful butterfly. Stop. I got it. Okay.
While in this state, this is also not only the first time he's rested in this way, or been unconscious in this way, rather. This is also the first time he's really felt all of his mortal emotions, as human as possible, come forth.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, even though there's no real form, it is just a state of raw emotion, of anger, of panic, of grief, everything, just this state of being in raw emotion all around him.
As you exist, paralyzed in fear, feeling all of these emotions that you've described, the volume level of the whispers increases. It's almost overwhelming.
His thought process just moves to just repeating, quiet, 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 shut up, quiet.
Nice fade in. Yeah. As it gets to a sort of rhythm, you repeating these lines in your head and you hearing these whispers, they will not go quiet. They will not go silent. You increase the volume, maybe even start to say it, just instinctively trying to drown out. Entirely ineffective. And the whispers just keep growing louder and louder. And as you're about to succumb to the madness of this place, in the dark, everything goes silent. Two eyes appear in front of you, red as night.
The moment it
red
goes
red as
silent,
blood. That's the word.
the moment it goes silent, the only thing that escapes his mouth is just please. A moment of desperation, just fear and desperation in his voice, calling out please.
And this entity that is standing in front of you as you say please, with these blood red eyes glowing in the darkness, he says only two words. Come home. As an emaciated, zombified arm reaches out and grabs you by the throat. You awaken with a start to what you think is your own scream. But in fact, it's someone else's.
Thank you, Christian.
Torn. It's okay.
That was
It's just a nightmare.
It's,
Kyle!
it's just a cockroach. We've seen them many times.
I saw Kyle.
Oh.
Who's screaming?
in the back of this area. You can see a rush in the dawn light of leaves flitting about, almost like a whirlwind. You all awake with a start to this scream. You find it's not you screaming, but someone else entirely off in the distance. Where that group, that family was, the duckling family, right? Where the-
Goddamn duck family.
hoarding their stupid tarp.
Witten is rushing to it.
Yeah.
It's chaos. People have awoken. They're screaming, crying. It's a raid. Above you,
A raid?
flying with all of his ferocity, screeching and barking out orders.
Is that guy
Is it that guy?
from the bushes?
Is that guy?
Did I get a rest?
Oh,
that or no?
from
Yeah,
the bushes
okay.
when we got here?
Yeah.
Well, you were asleep
I
for
think
the
so.
majority
Oh,
of
I
it.
Okay,
thought-
I just meant for like spell preparation.
Okay.
Yeah, well, you definitely got a rest. He is,
Yeah, you did.
you know, barking out demonic orders with these screeches.
No one has armor on.
God damn it.
Well,
You all are caught,
metal.
are completely caught unawares. By the way, so that's flat-footed, right?
Off guard.
Off
But
guard.
yes. Yeah, we can like run out and be off guard for this first round.
Well, shit, I technically can't change out my spells because that takes an hour after resting. Well, it's a good thing I still have battle spells prepped.
Well, at least we'll get the tarp now.
Unarmored.
Yeah.
Poor kids.
Always looking on the upside, Claire.
You know, that's what survival's all about. I lost so much, everything.
We did.
But what do I have left?
Not too bad, not too shabby.
Yeah, because you have.
Because I'm good.
Claire's
Unarmored.
rules of survival. We haven't revisited
Oh,
this in
yeah.
a very long time. Rule 47, there's always something
With
left.
other people.
Yeah, it's the
and-
other things with the raid.
And the big.
They're kind of cute.
God damn it.
Out is some sort of Taurus beast. If it's a Minotaur, who's to say? I don't want you guys to think that immediately it's a Minotaur. It's some sort of cow-like demonic creature.
beast.
And a bunch of little dretches. You watch before you even have time to react as the dretches grab, sack, and pull the family and start dragging them off into the woods. The Minotaur's trying to do the same. And they're grabbing them and they bolted off. 3 dretches still remain though. And they're seemingly attempting to now capture those who are semi-unawares of what's happening. People are rushing out of the tent. The tent collapses as a result.
Up and down and up and down.
It's floating away. Whoa, we have a boat.
Oh, I made that.
Hey, look, it's a boat now. Yeah.
So we're off guard. Lovely.
Let me get my little token off.
Jeez.
And they're running amok. The fools once try to run out in the water, once frozen in fear.
So,
God damn
I
it.
say, would I have been able to move any since waking up, or is this like I'm awake and this is immediately happening? Kind of
This is basically what you awaken to. Is that
Okay.
they were in the process of doing this, but then the scream is what awoke you.
Gotcha. Okay.
And above you is flying this rock. 2 of the guards are rushing across the river back on the bridge, and 2 of them, what seems to be the guys who were standing guard, have been slain, which is 2 more deaths, unfortunately. I would like you all to roll initiative, please.
I bet you would.
It's a 15. For
Yeah,
me.
you like that. Can we roll initiative for you? You're always asking us to.
Hey, Chad.
Mm-hmm.
Can we get the initiative and the Navy break?
Yeah.
Before we get into combat, good thoughts.
Yeah, Morgan's got to take a dump.
Hey. Look. None of your business.
I told Brandon, was like, now that Torn's a metal guy, all his farts are just a trumpet. It's the little brass monkey.
Oh my gosh. That sounded more wet.
I didn't say they weren't wet.
Oh my god!
Seen his diet?
Oh. I don't like it. I don't like it.
Just
Nothing
little-
becomes
just
digested.
Protein shake.
It's unfortunate we don't have regular bureaucracy in like a regular economy, because like all these golden turds are just going to waste.
Oh my god.
Everything else is
It's like the
standard coin.
golden
Thank you.
goose. The golden
It's all the
dwarf.
gold coin. It's just a little swirly.
Oh.
The golden dwarf.
Dude, I love your jewelry.
halfway there.
Thanks, bro.
Made it myself.
Oh my gosh.
God.
It smells.
I don't like it.
Guy.
You're welcome.
Why is it
At least
melting?
you're still breathing.
Why does it melt?
And we had our perception
Remember
to.
Paige?
Yeah, it's
Yes.
perception for initiative.
Remember Paige?
Is there any penalty for being asleep?
This could be arranged.
Ooh.
Oh.
I don't know. I think the scream
arranged.
woke us, and then
What can?
let me see.
All right, so we remember there's 3 actions.
Oh
Moving
gosh.
is an action.
Oh no.
Yeah.
What's
You can't. It's -4 status to 8. Well, we're not currently unconscious, but technically -4 status to perception. Which would this technically
Yeah.
be that? Well, shit. That's bad.
Oh, in that case.
So yeah,
noted.
-4.
Thought we weren't unconscious though.
Well, I assume that we kind of make the roll
the
as.
initiative as we're unconscious?
As we're
That's a him call,
we're
but
Yeah, don't you be making things harder than they need to be.
hey, look, I'm just looking out for the rules.
How dare you?
That's his
Thanks.
job.
Yeah. Don't take his job.
I just
Don't
jockey
jerk
it.
your
It's
jerk.
fine.
Hey,
Okay.
he has the physical one. I have
So
the
let's
online.
let's get initiative orders.
Would the unconscious penalty affect our initiative? Because
Yeah, I definitely
Okay,
would,
cool.
right?
Yep.
Yeah.
just making sure.
What do you think?
He's GM. He makes.
We're using the rules. It's what it is. It's what it's.
It is. What
Okay.
It's what
We're back! We're using the rules this time.
Yay!
Unlike
Okay.
Starfinder, go check
you
out
got?
Homebrew.
12.
Still no good.
12.
better than me.
Okay,
with
1
the-
second.
Better than me with an 11.
Oh.
And you said there's a -4.
-4. Yeah. You had a 5 on the die.
If only someone
Plus.
had been awake during their watch.
5.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
9, which is 14.
You almost made it.
-4, which is 10.
All right, 12,
11
11.
plus 3. Do I go first? No shit.
10.
We just decide.
Christ, guys.
11.
So yeah, we pick who goes each turn essentially.
Frederick
Give us
goes
something
Roll
first.
ridiculous.
5 on the dice, and then it's +9, and then
Alright,
-4.
who's going first?
22.
Yeah.
Well, no, we can decide each round is what the ruling is, right?
Yeah. You just
So
say.
annoying.
Was that Fallout?
Was that Fallout?
Yeah.
Your
Fuck.
initiative?
Pathfinder, you just pick.
Okay,
Yeah,
then
you just
then
pick.
it stays.
then
then
you
it
go
stays.
first.
I'll go.
Okay.
Okay.
22.
Okay.
I rolled poorly.
Obviously.
God damn.
What's your perception?
All right.
My
Before the
perception's
combat,
13,
then
and
we
I get
will
another
we will
plus
take a
2
break.
Because of the
Amazing.
trade.
Stick around. We'll be
Hang
back.
out. We're gonna get into some shit.
We're gonna shoot.
I'm gonna
Oh.
study. I'm gonna study
God.
Yes.
while we take our break,
There you
so
go.
that I know what I'm doing.
All right, we'll be
gonna
back in 15.
Read a book in 15
Hey.
minutes.
Yes.
I
Bye.
raise a shield. I run your.
Hi. Grim here, just wanting to say thank you. While we're all sitting on the porcelain throne, stacked up neatly one on top of the other because we don't have enough time to all go to the bathroom separately, I just wanted to say thank you so much for tuning in to Grim's Dungeon. We all thought this was just some silly dream. I never thought that I'd end up doing something like this until I started doing it. And I think the same can be said for everyone here on the production staff and the players. We want to thank you so much for allowing us, for giving us the opportunity to entertain you with our stories, with our role play, with our game. Because without you, there's no reason for us to do this. You are the reason why this show is made possible. And it's worth it for us to dedicate our time and energy to do so. So thank you again from the bottom of all of our hearts for watching us and submitting suggestions and playing along. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, while we're waiting for us to get back to the game, I wanted to basically tell you guys if you're interested on how best to support the show. Now, I know what you're doing. You're already breaking out the wallet. You're already ready to give old Uncle Grim a bunch of your money now. Before you do that, there's something much better you could do, and that is going to our socials and following us on everything and retweeting and liking and subscribing to every piece of content that we produce. This is really what will give us what we call data economy, a level of data that will point our content to other people who love tabletop role-playing games and role-playing games, etc. Twitch isn't the best way to grow an audience. It's actually probably the worst way. The best way is through other platforms. So the best thing you can do for us is go to our YouTube, go to our Twitter, go everywhere, like, subscribe, follow, share, retweet, whatever. And another thing you can do, which will be super awesome, more so for you than even for us, is join our community Discord, also located below in our Twitch About section. Our community Discord is like I said, a community of like-minded players, game masters, and role-play enthusiasts who can get together, find people to play games, set up games, play games in the Discord, watch the stream live, see highlights, clips, updates, interact with our players and other game masters that'll be throughout this campaign session playing the game. You can talk to them, ask questions. As we get subscribers and go through affiliacy to subscribers, you're going to be able to have your own subscriber channel there where you can talk directly, and the players can create threads, and the GMs can create threads about what you guys want to see. All this is possible in our Grimm's Dungeon community Discord. So please take the time, join up. Say hello, say hi to our players, say hi to everybody. I'm sure, at least for now, until we grow too big, our players will most likely say hi to you. Please come and say hello and join in on the discussion, find some games, play with people who are like-minded, who love the show. It'll be awesome for you and awesome for us. So how long has that been? How long did I... Okay, about 3 minutes. Well, we have 12 more minutes left in our break. Now, can I trust you guys to stay here without me playing Subway Surfer or Clash of Clans or Temple Run on my phone to keep you guys focused? You can wait 12 minutes while we go pee, right? Right? Okay, fantastic. Well, I'll see you in 12 minutes. Until then, my name's Grim, and again, thank you so much for watching. Take care.
GM cam?
Yeah, I am. I'm on the GM cam. Welcome back, everybody. I saw some people typing in chat, so while the rest of the group is taking a break, I thought I'd say hello. Derek Merrill says, hello. I just stumbled on this. Not sure what exactly is going on in the story, but it seems interesting so far. Yeah, well, this is session 20, so I guess you wouldn't know what's happening. It's kind of the problem with these long-form campaigns. This campaign's a couple, like almost 2 years old now. Oh, that's terrifying. But yeah, we've been at it for a while. Appreciate you tuning in, Derek. It's Godbound's the campaign name. It's a homebrew campaign taking place within the Pathfinder kind of universe. We use Pathfinder 2e as our rule set, and we've been going strong. It's kind of a dark fantasy kind of campaign. Post-apocalyptic demonic incursion was successful in this particular planet. In the mortal plane. Things have not been going well. The gods have been severed from this particular area of the universe. If I can even use that word, universe, I don't know. This particular area, the gods have been severed, except for a few select groups. So clerics and magic and all that stuff is basically gone from the world, outside of a few individuals who have been chosen or bound by a god to serve their will. How this happens and why, no one really knows. The gods have a hard time communicating with the people they choose. Depends on the god, of course. But this campaign centers around 5 individuals who are bound by different gods and are just trying right now to make their way in the world. But by the end of this particular arc, that'll all change. So we're at the beginning of Arc 3, which is episode 20. I don't know if you're even still here, but there's your explanation. Thought I'd give it while we were waiting. But that's kind of what's going on. It's fun. We have a good time. We're just a bunch of tabletop enthusiasts, and I love miniatures. So you're about to see some hardcore miniature action, some combat. I can actually show it. Hold on. Bingo! Look at that. Little miniature set going on here. I know the interface is kind of showing up. I don't know if that's. I could probably move this here. Actually, out of the way. But yeah, we build little miniature sets. This is a jungle set. They're chilling in the jungle, and they've just been ambushed because one of our players failed their watch. Of course, it was Morgan. Do what? You got another 7 minutes. It's 3. Oh yeah, what's up, Derek? Welcome. Glad you're still here. Cool things. Looking forward to. Well, it's fun. Only problem is, if you want to understand what's happening right now in the story, you have to watch 20 freaking episodes, which all 4.5 hours each. That's a tall order.
Hey, you give
or message in our Discord.
No,
I'll explain it all to you.
No one cares about the Discord. I don't like the Discord. I need someone to manage the
Message
community.
our Instagram. I'll explain it all to you.
I hate managing the community, man. It's
we
not
do.
my.
We need
No
to
offense.
level up our Discord, but
I'll do that.
because it's so dead, I'll certainly see your message and I'll explain it all to you.
It's my fault. I
This
hate.
is Leo.
I
That's where we're starting with the explanation. Leo is the.
Oh god.
All I ate was sugar.
Really?
Right?
Couldn't have told
I'll
you.
describe objects in the game to Paige's character, and then the next session she'll walk in with the object that I described for some reason.
Hey, at least this one took a couple of weeks.
This one
That's
took
Uh, true.
me
That
the
was
entire first arc.
The final session where you had to where you killed your mentor.
Where I had to kill my
Spoilers.
Yeah.
This is not a fun
She was
campaign.
already basically
Allegedly.
dead, but she came back, so we had to kill her.
This is an evil campaign. Yeah, I could give me the.
Oh yeah,
What
where
was
is
her
she?
name? I don't even remember.
Ava.
She
Ava.
died. I don't even care anymore. Eradicated from my memory banks.
Yeah, we take things super
Just
serious.
throw it.
And there's
No!
this one
It's literally
character named
rubber.
Kyle, and
Is it really?
Yeah.
Ever
It's
since.
a Reaper
Great guy.
mini. It's like made of.
Ever since, man.
Yeah, her mentor turned into a demon, a succubus, the worst of demons, or the best, depending on how degenerate you are, I guess.
My mentor, Kyle.
Hello.
All right, we're learning
answer.
about Brandon now.
And then she died because that's what you kill. It's so beautiful.
And what?
These
Actually,
fi-
didn't she do it herself?
I don't
Well,
remember.
Sure, but
You convinced her. That
Oh
makes
yeah,
it
yeah,
sound
yeah.
even
You're
worse.
like,
You convinced her to kill herself?
I
yeah,
was like,
it's even worse.
don't be evil, and then she was like,
Okay.
But my being is evil.
It was a high
now.
roll. I don't know.
Basically, it's the same
yeah.
thing that's
No,
probably.
I loved it. It
I
was
think
great.
it's the same thing that's going to happen to Sebastian, since his essence has been basically completely transposed with evil corruption.
And his own free will.
And
No,
exactly.
Sebastian's becoming a meldist, not a succubus.
Well,
I wouldn't
you know
repeat
about
that
both.
note. Luckily, that is not what I was expecting to have Sebastian go through, so you never know. What's happening?
Why did you touch my food?
It's awesome. Don't you told you.
Brandon's fondling my food.
I am politely moving it to his side of the plate so he can enjoy snacks
It's about
as well.
feng shui, bro. It's about feng shui.
What's you with your hot Cheetos and cupcakes?
I was supporting you.
Oh, sorry. I'm so used to cutting it out.
My gosh.
Should we get back at it?
Okay, we ready to get started here?
Let me climb back in here.
Yeah, we're here now. It's
You're on
time.
the back
Easy.
end.
Okay, so I've done the initiative order.
All that failure weight adds up.
For those who are watching, we play in the future and present. We play a lot of systems. And they all kind of blend together after a while when you play so many so often. So with the way Pathfinder 2e is, when you guys are awoken by an ambush, I believe that all of the attackers get to go have a full round by themselves, and then it starts the normal initiative order. Or does it apply like flat-footed or whatever it's called now?
I think
It's
we
off
are
guard.
off guard during that round, and then it goes away.
Great.
To
And
the
that's a
top
what,
of the-
-2 to your AC?
Minus
Yep.
2 to AC and a couple other like tiny things.
Okay. So with that,
Which, remember, when sleeping, the unconscious trait is what gave us that penalty to our
Initiative.
perception initiative rolls, since it defaults to perception because we weren't taking any other actions. If we were sleeping, that means we did not have armor on.
Yep.
We do not have weapons in our hands.
I've got my armor on. I don't sleep with that off.
He's
I
made
am
of metal, so
he is
been-
literally
yeah.
he has been cursed with
our
Midas
one
touch.
saving
yeah, so.
grace.
Yeah.
Another bit is the dwarf is metal. Completely metal.
You need to rebrand his menu because I want to see that.
Look,
scary
it's easy
looking.
for you to say that, but the way I've described your characters, other than you and him, is like beyond ridiculous.
No,
Oh,
sure,
yours is
sure.
the exact
I
same.
had the exact
You don't
same.
need a
Um,
new mini.
No, he has a forked tongue now.
Frederick shouldn't be that
Actually,
hard.
his
I
mini
bet
does
you
have
could
a-
find
his
a
mini already has sharp teeth
online
and a
that
forked
would
tongue.
work for Frederick.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to find some like. Oh, there he is. He's
And
the
I
cow.
made you a new Annabelle hero for it.
Okay, that's the
So can I
easy,
shoot
that's
that
the
thing yet?
easy one. The
I
rest
know
are
I'm
not
up
as
front.
easy.
I know.
I can see
I'm
that
the
I
easy
am.
one.
It
I
is
still
the
look like
front.
normal.
I rolled an 11 on
We've
the
got
die.
a rotting skeleton Batman.
Butterfly man.
Rock who goes
Butterfly Man.
I think we.
reaches and summons
No!
summons the
The
Dad?
end game.
Father?
And now that you guys have gotten, you've gotten close to all these innocent people, they will all be killed, each individual,
Yes, yeah.
in front of you, slowly.
To remind you how much
Question
you
is-
suck as characters.
Also,
Just
I
to
mean,
remind
Good
you, you
enough
guys
to
are
save
utter
the
garbage.
ducks.
Utter garbage. The worst
Okay,
people ever.
we have a lot. Let's get through this comment.
I think we still actually get our turns.
I understand.
The surprise is just the penalties, and that's it. We still
So
get
you'll
turns.
probably have to dedicate most of your actions to putting your clothes on.
Well,
Some of us.
You cannot put your clothes on in combat.
You two being
Grab your
frisky
weapons.
is just not, it's biting you in the butt right now. Well, poor choice of words. Anyway, okay, let's proceed.
Yeah.
So, right now
Warren
it's
is still a he.
do what?
Nothing.
Your
Continue.
point?
Please continue.
Your point.
Only he, them. He only goes by he, them. That's
Not it.
I'll
Ignore me.
make that change.
not his,
Okay.
just him.
I'll reduce you
Hims.
to just a lump of coal.
No, that's him's.
Okay,
This is him.
so
But better known than.
let's see here.
Does anybody else get those out?
Yes.
Alright. Whoops.
Here we are.
Anyways.
Where we're at.
Moving on.
All right.
Yeah.
The Vrock is currently in the air flying. He is going to, with one of his
Ooh.
actions, scream.
Oh, fun.
Gross.
Great.
He emits a shrill screech. Each non-demonic creature, none of you are technically have the tag
Yeah.
Demonic.
demonic,
Got it.
which is actually fiend, but you don't have that tag. Within a 30-foot burst, so 30 feet within him, which is
I don't think
Caps-
we're within 30 feet, are we?
well, I'll just move him. He's gonna move over. I just placed him on the field just to
Yeah,
get him out
alright.
there.
Yeah.
So he has plenty. That was only one action point. So he's going to scream while I'm moving in. I need you all to attempt a fortitude save.
That's not bad.
And what do hero points do again?
No, you reroll.
It doesn't.
How many times is your dice?
Hang on.
Is that cocked?
Okay, it slides off. It
It
slides
won't.
off, so.
It's at least like 2 to 3 times every session.
I mean, look, this isn't my tray.
No, this is a bad tray.
Okay. I don't know. What?
Natural one. No, that's cocked. I'm so
It's cocked.
It was.
Is this a cock? I mean,
I don't know. I date women.
I know you're gay, but
The dice is very obviously cocked. Yeah, that's a nat 20.
Okay. That was the one.
I don't want to be here anymore. I want to go home. You've done it. Get out of my dungeon. Get out. I'm out of here. Okay.
Oh my gosh, that was too good.
Okay.
Alright.
What did you roll for the fortitude saving throw?
oh, 28.
20 what?
8.
Okay.
18.
Oh yeah. 42, you said?
Yes.
21.
22.
26.
Okay. So 18.
Yep.
Okay. You 1, 2, 3. You 3.
16?
Are stunned 2.
Damn.
Are you shitting me?
You're stunned 3.
Oh, shit.
Dear God.
So was that a success?
No!
Fucking
Wasn't even
hell.
close. I've got, look, it's 10 or below is a crit, right? A crit failure. Like
Yeah.
if you're 10
Oh
below.
my gosh,
Yeah.
a 22?
Yeah, that was a fail.
Oh, shit.
Jeez.
Fail.
So many people about to die if we lose a whole turn.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Well,
God.
you lose because it's how many actions you lose.
Yeah.
Right?
Essentially, yeah.
Sound
God.
is how many actions
You guys are only
lose.
gonna have one act. Basically, you guys will be able to pick up your weapons or move.
Yeah.
That's it.
So he's moved. I'll give you the move. He moved over. He screamed.
Scream was one
And
action.
that's
Yeah,
going to
there
be
we
the
go.
end of his turn.
Okay.
So now that you are fine. Goblin.
What? I wake up 2 seconds later. What?
No, you
scream.
you passed it. You're fine.
What did you roll?
28.
Damn it.
I rolled a 17 on the die. My fortitude's actually my lowest. But I rolled good. And guess who's
I
next?
felt like I rolled.
Yeah, the goblin.
So 2 is a what for how many rounds?
No, it's not
Two-
rounds,
two
it's the
actions.
actions that
They
you
lose
lose.
2 actions this round.
So you lose.
does
No,
it-
Freddy
You lose-
loses all 3.
Right
Yeah.
after this turn.
Oh, that's a fun ability. I should have thought of that.
I don't even stand up.
Stunned is one of my favorite effects because the losing the actions is fantastic versus like D&D, you lose your turn, you can't act this turn.
Unless
just
you're
sucks.
unless you're Frederick.
Yeah.
In which
Because
case
like
you
there's these
just
tiers,
lost.
so like there's
I'm sorry.
more playability. Anyways.
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna go to the restroom.
We just had a break.
Right. Well, you don't need me, so.
Okay,
real
so
good break.
you get to go next, Goblin.
Derek
Merrill finds you guys funny. I don't, but Derek Merrill does.
Thanks, Derek. You can see how we're treated now.
assuming that we can say that we always keep our
All they
weapons
do is talk
soon as
over
we-
me. See?
as soon as that we can say that our weapons are close, we keep our weapons close by.
Yes.
So
You,
one action, pick up my bow.
okay.
Second action,
The quiver, right.
it knocked off the tent, right? So we can see.
Yeah. So
Okay.
everybody's like running in
Yeah,
a free
it's just
fiver.
complete.
So what you see is what you get.
Okay.
The cow-like demon is fighting this group that's over by Sebastian.
these our people?
Yes.
Okay.
2 dretches are cowering a guard with a pike that had run over to protect the people that have been abducted. They're getting rushed into. They're getting sucked into the forest. You can see the light of whatever the demons were carrying, fading into the dark, going
Like going out of
northbound.
their eyes, yeah.
And then another dretch is threatening a couple of other people. Back
Okay,
there.
so it's the 3 dretches,
3 dretches,
Minotaur,
cow,
and
and rock.
the rock. Okay, sorry, cow, not Minotaur.
You can call it whatever. It's not a minotaur, but you can call it whatever.
Cow demon. The demon. So first action, grab weapon. Second action, I'm going to hunt prey on the rock.
The rock.
Yeah,
V-R-O-K. Rock.
B-R-O-K. Just a random rock near the
Yeah.
river. So with my hunt prey.
Good job, you hit the rock.
That's your fault. I rolled poorly. It's my fault.
I expected a failure. I didn't expect a
Do
critical
better.
fail.
I will try.
No.
Do better.
I'm gonna roll
Is
my
it your
knowledge
snitch?
check
Yes.
on
What?
the
Fuck.
rock. I'm gonna use nature.
Okay.
I rolled a 26.
And that's against his
Class
DC?
Like CR. I don't know
Yeah.
what
So
it's
that
called.
would be.
DC
So you rolled
based
a
on
what?
level.
What'd you roll?
26.
Wow. I'm just gonna say it twice in a row. You've met it. Instead of you've met it. Okay, so that is just a plain success.
Okay, then I would like to. I would like to know. Just a piece of information. That's not a crit success, so I don't get any of like the bonuses or stuff. So just like one piece of information, like what's. I guess like what's its weakest save?
Its weakest save is will.
Okay.
Good to know.
And then
It's considerably weaker than the rest.
That's actually
how
very good.
high is it in this?
But I will give you an addition. It gets a +1 status to all saves when dealing with magic, any type of magic.
Okay.
That sucks.
Okay,
All right, and then is it how high in the air? Is it about 30 feet?
it's 15 feet.
15 feet away from us.
Yeah, actually, I put too many pedestals.
Okay.
Just one pedestal.
Too tall.
Thanks, Dan.
I didn't like that. Did not like that.
It's always been Grim Daddy. What are you guys talking about?
Thanks for reminding me.
For those who couldn't hear, I said, "You're 40, dude. What are you doing?" Okay.
Seeing everybody's reaction, I'm just gonna. Its mind is weak. But leave it to me. Help everybody else. And then I'm gonna go ahead and, even though I'm gonna take a penalty, I'm gonna take a single shot at it.
Okay.
So it's within my range, so it'll be. I think I take a -2 to this. Alright. 26.
26 to hit.
Why are you taking a penalty?
Because it's too close.
Too close.
Yeah, I need to be further away, but I only had one action left.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see if he's flying, because he's flying, if that
Affects
reduces
his AC.
affects his, yeah.
I saw these all the times wandering the waste. The flying stones! The flying stones! And then we just do like a cut back, like far away distance look, and there's just these piles of shit like falling through the sky. The flying stones!
You're just weaving, just zigzagging constantly.
And you have to imagine, like, he hasn't stood up yet. He basically rolled over, clocked it, and then shot from lying back on his back. Because like, we have to
Unfortunately,
take
I
an
don't
action to
think
stand
there
up.
is a reduction. This is a higher level creature. And it unfortunately, as you try to ping it, it's kind of pulsating motion as it flaps its wings makes the arrow miss. Unfortunately, it was close, very close, but just not quite.
You didn't gauge windage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so with that,
flapping
we
too
move on to the blue Dretch. He's attacking this little guy here. He's trying to cripple him. He wants to abduct him, it would seem, because they all got these big old bags, like Santa Claus bags. They're trying to abduct these things. He tries to cripple, but the guy falls backwards, even though he has really poor, actually.
Yeah. Alright, so those three, cow guy, bird,
Flying
Actually, no,
stone.
that
those
hits.
are all
Okay.
the bad guys.
Yeah.
He manages to bite his ankle, trying
Well,
to
these are our
cripple him.
guards, aren't they? Yeah.
Yes.
5.
But only
Yeah,
does 2 damage. He
five
does
guys,
barely any
so-
damage to him, but he's like, ah, as the Dretch is on top of him. After which is the cow demon. He is going to attack this group over here, of which there's 3 people. It seems he's trying to get in and abduct as many as he can. He rushes towards the middle individual, doing this sort of pile drive. He's got a massive axe, so he's going to try to do a huge axe swipe. So he's going to do that. Okay. Alright, that hits. And with a massive axe swing, it's in a 10-foot radius, so it can hit both of those people. So he's about to hit 2 people at once using axe swipe, which the multiple attack penalty does not affect. Funny enough. Okay, so the first attack hits. Second attack barely hits. That's Okay. That's a terrible. Wow. I rolled a 1 on the damage. That's insane. That's still 9 points of slashing to this front guy, which still batters him. And the next person you see who's behind, he takes his other axe as he attacks. He goes and leaps forward, and it embeds right into this individual's head, killing them instantly. They're dead. They drop dead.
Samuel,
They don't even get.
Dead.
we did
They
not
don't
know
get like.
him well.
I don't get an opportunity to like try and stabilize, because I have that.
They ain't player
Well,
characters.
yeah.
I mean,
I know. I just
I
like
mean,
complaining.
is it a
I
reaction?
say you. He
No.
Well, I'm confused. Then how?
Well, like if they were
If
dead.
they
Like,
were-
if it
if
was
they
a
w-
PC, it'd be death saves. You could go stabilize them
Right.
before they die.
I don't know
Right.
if they were
Dead.
that.
the way I
important.
imagine they're all already
Like-
almost dead given the journey
Yeah.
they've just taken.
Okay.
Unless you feel like that's too far.
I just like
I just feel
complaining.
like they're already
Yeah.
rolling those saves. You know what I'm saying? So they
Every day before they go conscious,
Yeah.
they make a test.
Now there's some that are guards that are actually armored and some that are not.
Yeah.
So the ones that are not wielding the spears or the dudes with the little shields with the swords are considered unarmored civilians.
Right.
I'm just using the miniatures I have at my disposal right now. Okay. So that was the Minotaur, and he's going to use his last action to move up towards Sebastian. You watch as he gets up here, and he's starting to prepare to grab a bag, put these people in.
I'm hungry.
Towards Sebastian?
Yes.
Okay,
I was thinking the same thing.
Annabelle, you have one action
Yeah.
and no
Damn.
equipment.
Yep, I am running to Sebastian. And
One move with none of your armor equipment on.
none of it.
Okay.
Putting myself in between the creature coming at him and his dad.
Where's the? Oh, right. That's it.
Okay.
So
I've got, like-
you get you.
How much movement? 25 feet of movement, so I hope that I can get there.
Yeah. That's Frederick, which is he's so he's like
Yep. My ears. Ow. Ow. Loud screams. Ow. Ow.
Morgan.
Christian, why did you
Morgan.
take my turn so quickly?
What's happening?
Them.
Oh, okay. I was like, what did I do? Just,
No, you didn't
Morgan.
do anything.
I said it's your turn.
Going to throw you.
I would pay to see that.
I have one action. I'm going to cast shield on myself.
Okay. Into
Yeah. He has one action. I'm gonna say he's gonna take the action to grab his axe.
okay.
Probably. Yeah.
Into
That's most likely gonna be it.
this red dretch that's close. He's going to try to bag this guy. Ooh, that was a crit failure. So he goes to grab this guy in a bag, but flips forward and rolls into the woods. He fails to do so.
I can reach him if you want. Oh, other guy.
He has additional actions, but because that was a crit fail, I'm gonna pretend he's so dazzled he doesn't know what's going on.
He slipped on the poop.
Yeah, and then this secondary dretch is gonna try to attack to maim this individual. Ooh, he digs in deep, dealing 8 points of slashing damage
like two
as he
combos
erupts
worth.
in and actually knocks that person over. With the second action, he's gonna try to grapple, which is a bag.
What would your one action have been, by the way? Your turn just passed.
He does manage to bag this one individual.
Shield.
Yeah.
Oh, shield.
shield.
Okay, shield, not great axe for Torin. I said it was gonna be a great axe.
How long does the off guard and the stunned last?
Oh yeah, stunned. It
Just the one run.
That's the amount of
Or-
actions you would have taken, so it just subtracts it for that turn. and
Subtracts
then-
like per action that you.
yes, that you
sacrifice.
would have used, and then off guard. I think is just the one turn.
Back
Yeah.
to the top. Here comes the Vrock. The Vrock is
Screams again.
pissed that you fired a
Swear,
shot
I'm
at
so
him.
mad.
So he's actually going to fly down. He's not going to do the... Yeah, he's going to fly down, and he's going to try to claw you.
Can I have the?
Do you have your armor on?
No, we won't be able to put our armor on.
Okay, that is...
Oh wait, what? Can you pull it?
With
I
this...
got you.
I did say this was going to be hard. I did juice you guys, so before you get mad at me, you guys have a ton of...
Glimpse of redemption.
We have a fairly normal.
Before I tell the roll then?
Because he has to make a choice whether he would want
Yeah.
the penalties or to continue. With
Well,
the
it has to be creature damages, so he has to do it first and then. The trigger is an enemy damages your ally, and both are within 15 feet.
Oh,
Okay.
Sure.
So he flies down, he moves. So it's action 1,
it
action
has to make
2.
sure it
He
hits.
swipes with the talon, that's 31 to the roll. Okay. It connects.
That's a crit.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
And so now, Glimpse of Redemption then.
It hasn't dealt damage quite yet. Wow, terrible roll.
Is this correct, Morgan?
Yes. Well, I think the meaning behind the damaging your ally thing is it has to then make the choice if it is choosing to damage, because the thing is it either is unharmed or he has resistance to the damage. That's what it is. The Vrock has to make the choice to either not do the damage, or choose and takes an enfeebled penalty.
Got it.
Going forward.
So that's, before I decide, that's 25 piercing plus 1d6 evil, which is 5. That's 30 points of damage total. How are we feeling?
I was at full hit points.
Yeah.
That Froghemoth never touched me.
Well, you're not anymore.
I'm not anymore.
So he is choosing to do the damage then.
Yes, so
So
enfeeble
subtract that damage by 7.
1. So 23.
23, and the Vrock is enfeebled 2 until the end of its next turn.
Nice.
Never mind, you guys can
All right.
kill the stone too.
With that, he's also going to fly back up in the air as his third action. Because that messed him up. He's going to fly away.
Yeah.
He feels enfeebled, which I've
Feels
forgotten what that is again. For the
It takes strength-based
it
penalty
reduces it
equal.
minus-
Yeah, -2 to strength-based rolls and DCs, including strength-based melee attacks, damage rolls, and athletics.
Excellent. Okay, that's the Vrock going against the Goblin who just got mauled by a bird dude who's not to be messed around with.
So
Shocker.
how far did it fly up?
Another just 15 feet.
Just 15 feet? Okay.
It has a higher movement, but I don't really want to see a stupid Vrock sitting 50 feet above the ground. So.
That'd be great.
Okay. Well, then he uses his full movement. Fine.
Well,
Stop
I
it!
tell you.
No.
He can fly 35 feet, so why not?
Well, it works out in his advantage.
Yeah, that's fine.
This is your fault.
That's
Guys,
fine.
all my go-to abilities are dependent on me having my esoterica in my possession. So, given that that's sitting 25 feet.
Hey, you had one action and you chose
No,
to run away.
I am aware and I stand by that choice. I'm just having
character
to
choice.
rethink.
We hate character choices in combat.
No,
I disagree.
I have mechanics to back up my choice.
That thing looks so unstable.
I'm just gonna have to
I
like
love
use
it.
a feint instead of my class shit.
Okay.
It's not as
Tower of
strong.
Cheesa.
Good movie.
Yeah.
Damn good movie.
Agni says great production value. Well, thank you. Finally, somebody recognizes the
green
blood,
screen.
sweat,
Green
and
screens.
tears. Shut
Thank you,
your-
green screen.
Yep.
They're not
thanks.
green
Thanks,
screens.
post-production.
They're not going to know you're joking. That's look. They're not. Look,
That's the point.
He can't have his ego damaged. No more
not
ego
green
damage.
screens, bro. I paid somebody to build these.
He really likes it.
They're not green screens. They're gorgeous.
They're gorgeous.
Now this
They're
is
gorgeous
all.
green screens.
I purchased all. No, all the miniatures you see here, I made with my own hands and stole from Brandon.
We've thought about having a DM workshop with
Yeah.
more candy.
Yeah, but no one wants to hear me
Yeah, they-
go blah 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 like 50 hours about painting
I don't.
techniques.
Okay.
I guarantee
Strategies for
there's
both.
a crowd.
But anyway, I appreciate it. We appreciate it as a team for
Thank
sure.
you.
Appreciate that, Agni.
First action.
Yes.
I'm going to move behind and up into this little cusp of trees behind the stone.
Okay.
I can reach it. I can reach it.
A long
So
monkey
get some
arm.
some
Third action. I fall into the river.
Movement noises.
Third action. I will take my hunted shot. So this is the two quick shots against the same creature.
Okay.
Okay. All right. I'm not taking the penalty for the distance anymore.
Come on, give me something.
We're gonna do a
Come
I don't know
on.
if that one will hit. 27 and a 30.
The 30 hits, 27 misses, unfortunately. So close.
Yeah, well, we haven't debuffed or buffed me yet.
Yeah.
So until then.
Yeah.
Alright. So then I'll roll damage for that, which I believe is a 12d8. 8 plus 1, so 9 points of piercing damage. And then third action, I'm going to take the hide action, so I can either do it or you can do a secret one and add my stealth to try to
Okay.
hide. So they don't know.
Yeah,
They know that I'm in
Alright,
that
so-
spot, but they don't know where I am.
So let's do the. What's the damage?
9 points of piercing damage.
Okay. You adjust for windage. And you dive behind these rocks and you fire 2 quick shots. One, you miss intentionally just to gauge the wind.
That's correct.
And the second one you fire with that information and you nail it right in its beak. And you watch as it takes a chunk out of the cartilage, not cartilage, the keratin that makes up this beak as it flies off and splinters. And you two hear it scream in abyssal. They shot my beak! This was supposed to be an easy mission!
Good shot, Claire.
Thanks.
Nope! Stop! Wait! Time out! He's saying all this. That hurt!
Dumb bird, I bet it's mocking me.
You hear
It's
it,
mocking you.
squawk! And he's just like, oh!
I
Like
ain't
that
flying
Peter
stars.
Griffin meme where he's grabbing his knee.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one. So you shot him right in the beak, unfortunately for him. Okay, we're moving on. We've got Dretch Blue Dretch. He has failed to bag him. He's going to try to bag again using a grapple action. That is a critical failure. So he goes to the grapple, and this guy manages to barrel roll, and he slams his head against the tree. And let's see if it knocks him out. I'm just doing random made-up effects right now. I like doing
is this guy?
So 1 to 10, he's not knocked out. 10 to 20, he's knocked out.
Jeez.
It's a 20. So he dives forward and he clubs his brain right into the tree and is completely knocked out. He's gone.
Cool. One dredge gone.
Unconscious, not dead.
Well, yeah.
Coup de grace.
Huh?
What?
I'm the healer.
Next one is, what are we at? The cow demon. He's there. You've stood in between them.
Great.
He is going to pull out a massive sack.
Whoa, boy.
Oh,
Buddy!
damn.
Buddy!
Bro just
buddy.
pulled
Buddy.
it out in front of him.
Bro!
He goes.
He said, "Girl, I saw that glow up."
He
She don't
goes.
swing that
That's
way.
I'm
the
gonna make a
other
ruling
part.
here. He goes to grab your brother, but he critically fails.
Hey.
Attack of opportunity. Except you can't because you have
Unarmed.
no weapon.
Unarmed.
I can punch him. Now, there's other things you might be able to do.
Falcon.
Second from bottom.
As a might be.
200% damage.
I mean-
Grapple, technically? Can you grapple as an
You can
opportunity
use
attack?
object interaction to try to take the sack.
Could you?
Yeah,
Sure.
grab a sack, dude.
None of those are reactions.
That would be a strength, like athletics.
Yeah, try to grab
I
a
do
sack.
think just...
Probably contested.
Um,
Or a fortitude resist saving throw. I don't know.
What are we talking?
I'm just giving
I think
options.
just...
Well, what do you, yeah,
Oh,
what do
for
you
your
wanna do?
turn.
Now
No,
you can
no,
do
this is
whatever.
as-
No, it's
just-
just an.
It's an opportunity because he crit failed against
He crit
gravity.
I'm
failed.
just giving. I'm just letting
Gravity.
because she went there specifically to prevent him from taking her, but he critically failed to do so.
I'm gonna hit him.
She didn't prepare an action or
believe.
anything, but
Hey, it's
Um,
not terrible.
yeah.
I'm trying to have fun here.
Yeah, I was making sure there was a
29?
reason. I missed
Fun.
the crit fail.
29?
Yeah.
Yay!
Yeah.
Okay, I mean,
You
it's
did
not.
it.
It's a. It's,
You don't even
I'm
have little
kicking it in
legs
the dick,
anymore.
But
What?
She doesn't even have little legs anymore. They're regular legs.
They're regular legs, guys.
They're regular ass, just kind of short
It's-
legs.
3 damage.
Yep, but still kind of.
But-
So you punch him right in the. He goes
Right.
Right in the sack.
like the thwomps from Mario.
I think I'm going for the sack. I don't think with 3
I
damage.
mean, he pulled it out. He was basically presenting a target.
I know.
Also, unrelated, that's the other part of the cock. We're learning things
Oh,
today.
thank you. Oh my god, I was so confused.
Okay, so that's the Minotaur. It goes to you. Yeah,
Now it's actually your turn.
Now you're no longer stunned, I believe. or it's
Great.
stunned? What does it go down and
No,
Depreciator's just gone?
It's
I
gone.
think it's
Okay.
gone, and I think off guard is also gone, right?
Yes.
Off
Okay.
guard is gone. That's right.
I'm gonna call my implement. So I summon my crescent cross, which is my second implement, to my arm, and I lower my voice and scream at him in demonic language, abyssal, whatever.
Yeah.
Arkham, run! And I'm gonna try to demoralize.
Okay.
Hey, there you go.
Will you choose an intimidation check against something about that?
Not bad, not bad, not bad, not bad.
24 against whatever that's against. Which I have.
Will
DC. Will
Will.
DC.
Will DC.
Which the Rock had a low will.
Is 10 plus whatever their will modifier is.
Yeah.
That was what?
24.
You got
That's
it.
you
Yeah.
succeeded, he failed.
Yes. That he's frightened 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's your go-to
And-
frightened
Pain, pain, frightened.
What does frightened do, actually? I didn't even look that up.
I got it.
I think I'm probably just gonna shoot him now.
Okay.
Status penalty
I
equal to
summoned
your
my
all your
weapon.
checks. All checks and DCs
I
are
summon
lowered
it.
by
That's
1.
That's why I
It's
was
just
like, I
like a
can get there
cross
first.
your abilities?
I know my abilities! Are you proud of me? Look, I'm making little notes about what I want to do on my turn.
Okay, so you
break was good for
demoralize him.
I
He's
studied.
frightened
No, I
1.
didn't. I ate a cookie, but it worked.
And now you're attacking.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Do you take a penalty for doing ranged now?
I mean, yeah.
Multi-attack.
Well, what's the...
It depends
is
on the
an
range.
attack?
It might
I
not,
don't
because
know.
yours is a hand, like little tiny hand crossbow, so you might not.
Yeah.
I don't know how that works. I don't know
Does
how
it have
range
a
shit
range
works.
in?
Guys, we're supposed to be
No.
professionals here.
Oh,
why I'm asking.
It's like the volley thing or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't have anything like that.
Just check.
If you don't attack
30.
right now. Okay, 30. That's a crit.
Nice.
Yes.
Hey!
Shit,
Oh,
Big
okay.
target.
oh shit!
Big
Damn.
target, low armor.
All right.
What is...
Lots of health.
Baby. Oh.
I'm banning you guys. We're done here.
Okay, I'll just come in with a different.
Everybody in the chat, just come to Chandler's house. We got fired. You take over.
So,
He loves this.
help.
What?
What do you do with a crit? I don't crit.
You double
You-
damage.
It's,
You just
it's
roll
just
and double.
You,
Yeah.
No, you roll.
Double.
Roll your. Do everything then times 2 at the end.
yes,
Okay.
exactly.
Yeah.
Double damage. Double your damage.
That's exactly it.
Oh yeah, 'cause like that's where the damage is missing. Is I don't have my exploit vulnerability, so I don't have my acid.
That's you. That's your fault.
I know, but it was the better choice. That's gonna be an 8
Okay.
damage.
Certain feats
I
Awesome.
didn't roll
We need to
particularly
get
great,
Frederick
and my lantern does better than my
Anything else?
Frederick.
and your class. Like your weapon.
No, that was
Just 2 actions.
no. I called my implement.
Oh.
Grab your sword.
Demoralize.
Run to the minute.
Freddy boy. Fred.
Freddy boys.
Fred. Okay, Freddy.
All right. Here's my 3 actions. Super complicated turn. Stand.
Okay.
Grab my sword.
Okay.
I run over to the Minotaur.
Okay. Do you have to stand?
Yep.
I never stayed.
Takes an action.
Yeah, he was.
Everybody's prone.
I got stunned off the rip, remember?
That sucks.
Well, I rolled bad.
Yep, that's true. You rolled very bad.
Things
Okay,
happen.
at the not Minotaur. Okay. Witten.
Shit, okay,
You didn't even get.
I am going to 2 action. Shit.
You just got there.
Can I? Do I know where Claire went? Like, did I see like the direction? You
So
went,
the
like,
way it works,
high-wise?
I don't know what I rolled for, like whether I was successful in hiding from the creatures, but like everybody knows what area I'm in. You just can't
Okay.
see me.
Okay. Okay.
Spray Mysterio over there, dog.
Damn it.
Like if you.
That's John Cena, but that's fine.
I know my wrestling.
You sure about that?
Yeah, dude.
I am going to.
Mysterio was my favorite growing up. I had an action figure of him.
He was so cool.
Rock cool Austin.
Since I'm so old, mine is Kane.
Stone Cold.
Austin, Texas.
Sorry, forgive me. What did you do on your turn? You grab your weapon and walk over, or?
Yep.
Stood, grab, walk.
Cool.
Stride.
I'm gonna use stride
Stood,
action.
grab, stride.
Did you stand up?
We hadn't been doing that, but I guess.
Yeah, I definitely didn't say that. Oops.
Because
Sorry.
almost all our encounters are already
I did.
standing.
Proud of you.
Okay, so I will stand.
Good job.
So proud of you.
Hey, that's an action.
Well,
Oh, what
sounds
is it in
like
D&D?
Well, maybe you should roll better on
Movement?
your
Part-
Crazy.
Your movement.
And what is
Yeah.
your movement in Pathfinder?
Maybe you should have made that will saving throw.
I mean, he
Or
could
fortitude
Yeah,
still-
if we would have rolled better,
You
we'd
could move
be
3
okay.
times if you used all 3 actions.
No,
Yeah.
but if he stands up,
Anyway.
Still has 2 more
I don't know what
actions.
that means. Is this an inside joke?
I was decently what?
Stride over to.
Who's Dean Malenko?
No idea. Frederick.
decent was.
Killer.
Synth Weasel said it.
And as I see he's
What is
winding
Dean
up for an
Saying
attack,
Something I shouldn't.
I will touch him up. Well, I don't need to touch for this, because that threw away all my fucking plans. I'll cast Guidance.
Do you want to stride somewhere else?
Do I have to... What do I need to do to be able to see where Claire is so I can cast a spell that helps him? Like,
walk
would I be
over.
able to
Walk to the other
see...
side.
Could I see him right here?
Sure.
Cool. I'm going to cast Guidance on him because it's a 30-foot thing.
And I'm going to put you in between it.
Cool. That's fine. +1 status bonus to 1 attack roll.
Cool.
And that's my turn.
Cool. Buffing.
Yay!
All right, let's
It's
go.
night tonight,
Torin.
Morgan on the 1s and 2s.
So Torin, first action, is going to grab his axe. And then with his last 2 actions, he's going to use a new ability because I had to switch some things over called Defensive Advance, where he can raise shield, move at the same time, and if he ends up near an enemy, make an attack.
Okay.
And so I will be doing that to big, grumpy, what's it called?
Cowboy.
Yeah.
I feel like I was standing. I grabbed my shield.
We were coming from being
got the
unconscious.
rain.
It's
Raining.
it's 1 action to do so, and it's you can still technically.
I'm sorry,
do
but
it.
if I'm doing it to everybody else, I have to do it to you.
It's 1 action to stand, and then you can use your 2 actions to do the rest.
Yeah.
Pues, ¿qué tenemos aquí? Well then, I will then grab my axe. As my first action, I will stand on my second action, and then, because there's not much for me to do, I will then raise my shield.
Okay. Well, that was exciting.
Thanks.
Okay, Dretch time.
I
So-
love rules.
Dretch, the one that
AC
bagged this
29.
person, is going to use his entire movement to bail. The group of people here are screaming in terror that their friend is being abducted. So that's
Paige,
These
stop them.
tiny things.
Paige, stop them with your silks.
Oh shit!
Did he manage to grab the guy?
Yeah, he
Yeah,
has
he
someone
does.
in his bag.
Does he have full movement, dragging
I'll take
somebody?
that.
Oh yeah, would that affect his movement holding someone that's
Oh,
like 3
dragging
times his
someone.
size?
three actions of movement.
Well, yeah, but it's
Only
still
if
like
it actually encumbered him would it affect them.
yeah,
Gotcha.
does it?
I
I'm
think.
just asking, man.
I don't know. I don't have the weight values on these NPCs. So I have no idea. Either way, with 3 actions,
About 3 feet.
he's gone. Right? I mean, three movement actions, even if he's encumbered, but that halves your movement. His movement's 35, so 15.
20, 15.
Yeah, that's a lot. Damn.
He's out of here. So he bails with the dude. So that guy is gone.
Hey, that's only 4 so far.
He was my new friend!
And the next Dretch, the other red Dretch, is going to again try to bag this guy, the grapple. And he fails again. This guy's just lucky. So he's going to try to bite him out of pure frustration. They fails to bite.
No, what?
Yeah.
This guy sucks. Okay. Okay, so he attempts and fails yet again. I hate big guys. That was the big idea, you know? Same Dretch. Okay, so tries and fails twice. All right, back up to the Vrock. I'm gonna roll a will saving throw right now,
Oh.
based on special ruling. Okay.
It also is still enfeebled.
Yeah. Oh right.
It's just -2.
Yeah. Wow. Okay,
like
never mind.
every-
Okay, that
It's his
completes.
strength.
Yeah, I know.
Oh no, yeah, strength. That's right. That's
Yeah,
right.
it doesn't
Yeah,
affect his will.
that changes everything. You didn't let me even get to be sarcastic. Just like threw it out. That sucks. Okay, fine. That changes everything.
Our DM has a great
That was funnier.
humor.
All right, so
It changes everything.
this is interesting.
Actually, everyone get out.
Okay, that's fine. All right. So he screeches, and he says an abyssal to you in you two's earshot.
This was supposed to be easy! Fall back! We've got enough!
And he's like, and he starts to cry as he screams, and he's going to make his movement. With the enfeeblement, he's done. So he's going to fly. What's his flight is 35? Oh, he's just going to be gone. He's going to be totally out of here. The 3 movements, 35 each.
Plus flying. Yeah.
Plus flying movements, 35. So he flies away to. This is north right now, so we'll say that's. No, that was south.
Kind of reminds me of a
That's
flying
south,
monkey.
I could not tell you.
Our cartographer, everyone.
I mean, we crossed.
No, yeah, I'm pretty
Up on the
sure
other
because we
side.
came from that side, and so that we were coming up from the south. So it makes sense that Chan is south.
Yeah.
I was just making it to where they could see everything
just-
easier on the other side. Okay. So he is flown out of here. No, sorry, Goblin.
Sure, I'll go again.
Goblin.
I think you still also have an angle on the cow demon as well.
Yep. I'm not gonna switch my hunted prey, but I'm gonna take a hunted shot at the cowman.
Okay.
You have a +1 to your 1 attack.
Shouldn't have rolled them at the same time, but I'll say that was the first one. So 21 on the first one.
Hit.
Oh, sweet. And then
Yep.
the next one is a 26.
Hit.
Hot diggity. This damage
How many
is going
lost
to be
so far?
fine.
So one knocked himself
one
out,
of those two.
one bailed, and the Vrock fled.
How many people we lost?
Oh, so you lost the duckling family.
Yep, so that's 4.
You
and
lost in +5, and then 2 died.
Damn.
Shit.
3 died. That guy died, and then these 2
And then
died.
2 guards.
Fucking hell. Okay.
And that was at the cost of, unfortunately, the now
The
So that was
yeah
4, 5, 3.
the watch fail,
Okay.
which is fine.
Love that.
It happens. It's fine.
It's
You
like
guys are
a
just terrible
quarter-
leaders.
8
It's
people
like
dying,
a quarter
it
of our
happens.
forces.
6
Don't worry.
piercing damage.
More like half.
6 piercing damage.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna third action take another shot. That's a 15. 15.
15? No.
That's my turn. 3 shots.
Okay,
6
we
piercing.
move on to Blue Dretch is unconscious
Yep.
for this turn.
Cowman?
Would
Wakes up at the end of his turn. Minotaur, dude. That isn't a
Would
Minotaur.
before we get too far away, would a -2 to his AC have made any of either of those a crit?
No.
His
No.
AC is 20, I think, is what we established, essentially.
Got it.
Because the 30 was a crit.
Yeah.
It's so meta.
Yeah, what the heck,
I
man?
love it. I love it.
Okay, so
fine.
he watches the Vrock leave
The one
and in
thing I do
turn
that Matthew
turns
likes.
to leave. Does anyone have attack of opportunity as he turns to
Who? The
run?
Minotaur?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Minotaur.
I mean,
you
I'll
guys.
take one if you want.
I have it.
Do you have it based on your
So
class?
100%. No.
I was about to say, since when?
Bash!
He starts drowning in the river. He's fine.
I forego my opportunity attack to save him from the river.
No, he'll actually take it as real. Do it.
No, I know. I was gonna miss anyway.
You don't even have a turn yet. What are you doing?
Opportunity attack.
Opportunity attack.
You ain't got
has
no
it.
opportunity.
Yeah, I
Sure
do.
you do.
You little girl.
That's a crit.
That's a crit. Fuck yeah.
Uh,
Did you meet a 20?
no, 17. Sorry, 17.
No, so his AC's 18 right now.
Is it really? Fuck!
You guys are so meta.
With the enfeeble.
That's fine.
Till the end of his turn.
I don't think it's... Does Enfeebled affect AC?
4 plus 13. Yeah.
I thought it did.
No, it's just strength-based.
Either
stuff.
way, it's still a crit.
Yeah,
Nothing
no.
changes.
Strength-based.
He was
stuff.
frightened.
He was
This guy was
frightened,
frightened.
It's not
That's
enfeebled.
what
So it is a minus, just a minus.
but still.
Too many. There's a lot of status effects all at the same time. There's
Yeah.
stunned, enfeebled, and feared. It's all.
That's why you need
that
to get the
is-
online sheet where it all does it automatically. You just have to track what's
16
happening.
points of total damage. It was with the fire side of the blade. I need a. The notes here say a strength check. Can I get a strength check from the creature, please?
That is a 15.
Fail.
No, I just didn't like his attitude.
He
Oh.
is compelled to douse or extinguish the fire.
So it's okay. So with his remaining movement, then he's compelled.
So he gets a total of 5 feet away from me and then gets instantly caught on fire by my blade.
With the rest of his movement, he rushes out here into the water.
Does a portal open up and he escapes through it? We've seen this before.
As he gets about here,
I've seen this
Classic.
movie before.
he vanishes. Sinks with his own weight, right? That makes sense. This is like a viscous.
Oh,
Sure,
sure.
sure, sure,
Like
sure.
Yeah. If he's compelled, to
it's like
These goddamn portals.
It's like the floor
yeah.
Yeah.
He just
got
was-
suddenly deeper, or like some.
and he just sinks into the bottom, and
Okay.
he's gone.
Yeah.
There's a portal in there.
All right.
Jump, swim.
Blue Dretch wakes up. See, he doesn't realize that the Minotaur and the rock is gone, so he's gonna try again to bag this guy out of frustration.
I thought you said he woke up at the end of his turn.
I thought he was already passed out for a full turn.
Yeah, I think he was.
I know, but...
Don't
Well,
be
last turn
greedy,
wasn't
Morgan.
he done
so.
for last turn?
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Watch the VOD. Okay. So, Morgan's smarter than all of us, so we should.
That bunch of trees. By the way, let's see one.
He is successful. He bags him.
What?
Yeah, with one action
That
he
guy's a
bags.
hero.
And he's like, no! And now he's gonna try. I think he might have enough movement to get out, even with the encumberment, because this guy's a lot bigger. So his movement, double checking, is.
You said it was 35 before.
Did he have to stand up if he knocked himself prone? So he only gets one action.
Fucking
to
should
move.
have.
Actually, no, he doesn't make it out.
Ah!
Good.
One
How
final
far
shot.
away is he from me?
He is 45 away from me.
Reachable.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll just do right.
That's that.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. Handle.
I'm gonna move towards that direction that's running away.
Okay.
I only have 25 feet of movement, but I can get up to 30 with my crossbow, so I'm moving. I'm going to also summon my lantern, because I can do that as well. And it gives me a better bonus than my crossbow does. And then I'm going to shoot.
Okay.
This is wild.
Shoot.
Wang.
Ding!
Who even are you over here?
Fuck.
Hero point?
Sure, why not?
Do it. Just fucking do it.
Come on.
It's better. It's better. You really think the Dretch has that good of an AC?
It's
I mean,
actually
it's only
AC
a
of 40?
19.
That hits.
Hell yes. Okay.
Go.
And I get 7 points of damage.
You fire, and it
Look
embeds
at me.
itself. The crossbow
I'm
bolt.
doing it.
The bolt embeds itself to the back of the Dretch, and it drops dead.
Good.
With the subsequent hemorrhaging of his brain from slamming into the tree.
Good.
He was already. He was
Now-
gonna die in like 5 more seconds,
That
anyways.
was the goal.
From like a stroke.
Is there anything left on the field? I can't see
Is-
behind the
No,
trees.
I think that's it.
There's one more Dretch.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought that was a
Poor Torrid is just like covered by.
No, one of
everything.
them went unconscious and then came back.
Frederick.
I thought he had died.
Where's the dread?
by the trees.
by the
Yeah.
trees.
Little red guy?
Little red guy.
Charge!
It'll take 2 moves for you to get there.
Charge!
Funny story about that.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Sudden charge.
Yeah.
There it is, bud.
Forgot about that.
If we can imagine,
We're ready!
he wakes up slower than everybody else, lumbers over here, hits the Minotaur, and then just suddenly.
All right.
Dude, that's so
Let's go.
I imagine it's like one
AC
handing
is
his
17,
greatsword
man.
with bottom
Come on.
hand
I'm
the
gonna tell
pommel.
you, we're so close to the end. It's 17. He basically has no health. He's a little dretch. Can you do it in one shot?
Do not miss chances.
20.
That hits. Yes.
Yes.
There we go.
You only get one shot.
19 points of damage.
Wow.
He's doing more damage than his AC.
And with these particular types of dretches, this is my own personal dretch recipe. So for those online who like to read, not the case. Yeah, you bifurcate him and cut him in half, and he's dead. He's dead. And with that,
Looked up their stat sheets online.
I just looked it up. They actually have 36 health points. This game sucks. You guys were trash.
I've never heard.
Actually,
of
I'd like to say that I can't quote actual comments. That's too evil. I want to though
you guys all
sometimes.
see that?
Okay.
Could you imagine the smell of BO?
With the cacophony of doom and death that has occurred, Sebastian has been remained untouched, but 5 of these individuals have been absconded with, 3 of which have been killed. You can hear them screaming as they get lurched into the forest. And it's just the campus in chaos. John A is trying to calm everybody down, and he screams at the 5 of you, "Get them! Get them! Hurry! Before they get too far! Get them!"
What happened?
Run
We
after
found
the-
out what we're doing today. Grab the armor. So we have to
We need them!
So we do have to take a couple minutes to grab armor.
I've
Yeah.
already got my armor on. I'm running.
I'm actually okay with leaving my armor, but I'm gonna grab my bag of esoterica.
Okay. So you guys grab everything in a rush while John A is tending to the camp, and you run into the forest.
As soon. Never mind. I'm gonna
I
let you
also
continue.
want to
I forced Torn to help me get my armor off that.
check on just
We don't put it on, we just grab it. It
Okay.
will literally take minutes.
Oh,
check
I just leave it then.
Sebastian.
He's the
You
same.
can grab it.
Nothing happened.
12 seconds.
Watch him.
I will do what I must. Oh, that sounded like a ew.
That
Let me redo that.
Yeah, that sounded real threatening, and I don't think I'm leaving now.
No,
I think I'm
it
staying at
sounds
camp.
like
Have
a
fun.
GM who's caught off guard. Of course I will. That's better. Okay.
All right.
So you guys rush into the woods after. You can see the faint light of the dretch you left most recent. As he's like, "Ah, yeah, ah!" And you're trying to catch up to him.
Yeah.
But you notice through some uncanny, unnatural nature of this jungle, they are somehow gaining distance. Despite being slower, they just keep feeling just getting farther and further and further out. Until
Hey, you dropped that! You
they
dropped
vanish.
something!
They vanish into
usually
the
works.
darkness.
How far away were they at the closest that we could see them?
Probably like 100 feet or so, right?
Okay.
Like, because there was some
And they're
time
all heading
that
in the same
separated.
direction.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then they're gone. You can no longer see them. Guess what I'm doing, dude? Guess what I'm doing right now?
Oh no, I know.
Guess what I'm about to give you?
I know, I know.
I'd like
You've been waiting for this moment, baby. You've been waiting for this moment.
I'd like to be clued in, please.
He's a ranger.
No, okay. Yep. Cool. Love that.
He's been waiting to track some people, man.
Yep.
What is it, Claire?
Sorry, I couldn't help
Claire, what is
it.
it?
Get on all fours, Torin. Hello. I'm just trying to find my
What is
way
it, Claire?
back to
What is
my
it?
city.
See, the jungle is so confusing and they keep getting further away. But I left my hunted prey on the rock.
Yeah.
So I'm watching the skies.
Is cooking.
I see a pile of shit in that tree. I'm firing a
No.
silent arrow and seeing where the wind goes and takes it. So since it's my hunted prey, I get a +2 to my survival check when I'm tracking, and then I have another +1 as I lower the goggles from my head over my eyes, and I get to use my gnomish tracking goggles.
Yay!
Yay! So I got a +3 to this survival check.
Do you want help?
I was gonna say
Yeah,
somebody else.
buff me up. Use your skills.
I don't have much survival, so somebody else would be better than me.
Do you have like a guidance or something like that?
I cast guidance on you before, and you're immune to an hour.
Okay.
Immune to it for an hour.
I got a 14. Does that help?
DC is 15 typically for aid.
Jesus Christ. No, I don't want any help.
No! You don't want my help.
Here we
Because
go.
multiple people can't aid, I'm assuming.
Not great. Total 22.
Did you help?
Yeah.
He got a 14, and typical DC is 15.
Got it.
22.
That didn't help.
You sniff the air. And with
Can
the
we get more of that
analysis
for the audience, can we get more of that?
and with the analysis given to you by your
Congested.
gnomish goggles as well as your own skills of tracking, you notice faint pathing where the trees and leaves have been cracked. It's very subtle, but to your trained hunter eye, you notice it as if you were, seeing something as plain as day, footsteps in the snow.
I see the Matrix. Follow me.
And you lead on through thicket and brush, over a creek and a broken down tree. You follow the trail left by the dretch, this kind of scraping pattern that the bag
How fast are we moving?
like 15 feet every 10 seconds or so. Yeah, so not super fast, but
Essentially like half speed.
Well, just my question is it slow enough I could put my armor on while we're moving?
sure, absolutely. You can lace up your entire suit.
Get out of here,
I wish
rules
I could
lawyer!
cast.
I didn't
Get
say
out!
anything. I was
Just
gonna let it
asking.
happen.
No, you need to
Not-
you need to
not
stop.
certain.
Stop.
break,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Not doing that then.
So you're carrying like,
What?
Not doing that then.
Oh.
you tramp through the woods until you finally see something, a light in the distance, about 70 feet ahead of you.
I want to go closer myself and just look.
Okay.
Torn's balancing behind you.
So you're
Stealthily.
You're stealthily going forward. Okay.
And how long has this been? How long have we been
Yeah.
tracking?
about 3 days.
Like 15 hours. No,
We're
it's
super
good.
corrupted.
No, I would say
We're
about
all
like
insane.
45
Campaign
minutes,
over.
like an hour. So like
So just below the amount that I would need to be able to cast guidance on him again.
an hour?
Yes, it's 1 hour.
I said 45 to an hour.
Okay, well,
Morgan doesn't like
an
to,
hour.
Morgan doesn't
Alright.
like to listen.
Let the DM help you. Help me.
I did say 40 before you said
just
that.
just
I did say
continue.
45 to
Just
an hour.
Just continue.
Just cast
I think
guidance.
we should sit on this for
Okay.
a few more minutes.
Yeah, we can debate this as long as you'd like.
It's been
How
3
I wish
days.
that I drank.
We slowly
Well,
zoom
we
in
can
on the
fix
party.
that. No,
It's never a bad time to start.
The goblin's just been circling the same tree for 3 days.
Oh
So
my God.
you separate to go sneak and look forward. Okay.
Do you want to stealth check? Am I guided?
It doesn't help on stealth checks anyway.
Okay. 19.
Mm.
I might use my hero point for this one. That's better. 28.
Okay. You creep up closer and closer to the light, and as he gets closer to the light, he vanishes from your view as he dips sort of below a ridge that's kind of covered in brush. You no longer have a sight line on him. He's vanished.
We're just waiting.
Until Claire comes back.
Can we still see Claire? Has he gone to? Oh,
He's
can't
out of
see
sight.
him now.
Yeah.
I imagine that's how he
I-
really sneaks. He just slinks.
Just slithers
You
like
know
a
when you
snake.
like, you just go full limp on stairs and you just like slink down. That's Claire.
You get close to the edge. It's a clear tree line. There's a light peeking through. And then you get to it, and with your stealth, you hide behind a tree and peek forward to see what you see.
Oh my god, they're naked.
For the sake of dramatic, for dramatic effect, I will not describe what he sees, but rather I will do the honors of doing my best impression of what I think the goblin would say, having seen this.
Very good, very good. Please continue.
Wow! Guys, wow! Come and look at this! Wow!
I'm waiting for the more fucked up parts of the goblin to come out. Like the whole naked part.
I think Witten is just.
I think if he's calling us over.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, demons are typically
I would
naked as
go.
they are, right? Just dick swinging, right?
We'll head
So
over.
you head over to it. Okay.
Yeah.
You approach the tree line. You see the goblin like,
Oh my goodness, this is
Holy
just a magical
cow.
moment.
I've never seen anything quite like this, and I've seen a lot of
I need
things.
help.
Oh god.
Oh, yep, new map.
Our trees!
And
And a terrible storm came through.
Yeah, just take one hand and just.
I
Go
think
full Lilo and Stitch when Stitch has like the little cities.
Okay. Yeah, and just like, if you can't find a spot for it on the ground, you can't.
Steady.
I think
Steady.
basically this whole time as
Up above.
they've been
up
traveling.
Where do you want
Up
to go
above.
with it? Where do you want to go with it?
Up above.
Over again.
Up above the rail. Yes?
Yeah.
Yes?
Down right there.
Yeah, just put it down on the
Put it
ground.
down on the ground.
There's no room. It's not gonna balance.
It's not gonna work. It's fine.
Oh.
It worked well enough.
Let's make this happen, girl.
I think the whole time that they've been traveling, Witten has been the most in a trance that he has been, considering how he, what happened when he was asleep, and two, how he awoke, and the subsequent consequences
You're fired
of
from watch
such.
duty.
Maps.
Just out of nowhere.
Oh, it's a farm.
Wow.
It's a fire.
Oh my god, they smoking ganja.
The devil's lettuce.
It's literally the demon's lettuce.
Man, I don't know about you, man, but you're just awesome. You're fucking awesome.
I've never felt this. Well, you remember that one time.
Hasn't anyone ever told you how handsome you are? Like, I feel like
Only
you really
you.
make somebody handsome.
Only you.
Like, so happy when you
It's
know.
one of my favorite things
I
about the
freaking
things you
love
say
you.
about me.
Actually, multiple
No
times
kiss.
a day.
No, kid.
No kid.
What if we just made out?
Will it be crazy if we just kiss right now?
You know what? Why don't we just make up and make out? You know?
Isn't that just so crazy, isn't it?
Never done this before, Claire.
I've done.
What are you
many-
talking about? First session, just catch each other. Just head to crotch.
We just looked at it, though.
Vague
You were just
touching.
watching?
Accidental second base.
He showed me
At
his, and I
most.
showed him mine.
Accidental.
Yo.
What you see is what seems to be a perfectly preserved farmstead.
Well,
It's in a clearing. Well, I'm not going to make a new
I'm
house.
just
for
kidding,
this.
I'm just-
This house has a back where I can turn it around and people
Yeah.
can see inside. So I was not about to make another one. But you see almost a perfectly preserved farmstead. The roof may need some repairs, but ultimately it seems to be active. The crops have been rotated, they're growing, they're sprouting out of the ground. Various jungle plants that you've seen have been more or less domesticated and grown, and they all look flourishing and happy. And even the smell is like earthy and great. You get the sense that this place is almost magical in a way.
And it's very beautiful.
There's two
I mean,
rows.
those plants are huge.
What?
Those plants are huge.
They are
Also,
massive compared to our minis.
Shout out to other DMs and GMs out there. Up your game, bro. Okay? Up your game. Because this is what we get.
Damn.
I know we're spoiled, but I wouldn't want it any other way.
Yeah.
So,
I like being spoiled.
Chandler's going to do a crafting class for you guys. You're going to love it. You're gonna love it.
So, entering in here, you see all sorts of types of plants that haven't probably been grown since the fall, since Gate Rise, and
Oh, wow.
it's just that the smells. It smells like A wonderful, wonderful, wonderful bounty is what it smells
It doesn't just smell like dust and dirt and rot.
I don't like it. It's unfamiliar.
like. Before you, there seems to be, you can smell it. It's like a potato, like a root vegetable. It's like a potato. You can even smell that sort of like starchy smell when you get close to it.
God damn, Johnny. They would have loved this place.
I think
Yeah,
Witten
they're probably
is
dead now.
completely blinded by everything else, and he's just looking at Claire. Did you see where they are? Where did they go?
Yeah, the tracks keep going.
Yes, they go into the house.
Witten is going directly to the house.
They're in the house.
Torrin's absolutely just wilded out by this plant life, and he's looking around. He's like,
There's no way that the corruption's getting here. This stuff wouldn't grow. I think I remember these from my childhood.
He's got a really good point. I'm gonna take one of the leaves and make sure it's actually real.
Okay, yeah. So you pick up one of the leaves, you crack it, you look at it. I'd like you to make, let's see, what kind of weird check would that be? Nature. Have to be nature, right?
Yeah, Witten is diverting and going
I
directly
think
to the
will
house.
also
with
do a
Witten.
nature check.
One nature check per the house rules.
Can I do it?
There's a 20 on the dice.
That's a great
or
goblin
23
voice.
total.
You bet it.
Yeah.
So 23 total.
Yeah.
That's pretty high.
I can do all of his voices.
Every single one.
maybe.
He got a 23.
Okay, so you observe it into your eye. It looks like the leaves of a sprouting potato. The only way to confirm is to, boop,
Yank it.
take a look, but beyond that, the leaf looks normal.
And then it's the whatchamacallits from Harry Potter that come up.
The mandrakes.
The mandrakes, yeah.
I think Witten and I are staying very focused on finding the demons in these people.
Do I see any signs, if I may, of the rock?
The Vrock. V-R-O-K, the Vrock.
The stone?
Yeah, the flying stone.
No
Be
sign of the
silent.
Vrock.
Okay, what about John Cena?
No sign of John Cena.
Can't see him anywhere.
Stone Cold Austin. That's as far as I get.
No sign. I don't know what he does.
That guy.
He
Move
pops
up
open.
with
He
the party
pops
then.
open Coors
Okay.
Light and then chugs the whole thing and then crushes it on his head.
Great.
Yeah. Do you have some of those?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
We're gonna
okay.
need to get them in here.
Move up with the party.
Do what?
Move up with the party.
Okay.
Yep. I think we're gonna stealth up to the door, or you guys want me to circle around the back?
So as you walk through,
I hear
there
I can
are
just see into it.
there are trenches where the rows of plant life stop that allow for passage.
I will say, I don't think Witten is stealthing. He is completely blinded
Ready
by
to
anything
DPS,
else.
baby.
We leave Witten at the trees.
Don't knock over the house.
I might grab your arm and slow you to keep you with us.
Me and Frederick are just absolutely amazed at plants.
Not so much amazed, but in
Real.
disbelief. This can't be real.
Plants. Right.
We've been
And
fooled before.
as you walk through,
I'll pick this one for you. It's just a leaf.
you see like that the long stalks that are growing higher, like 2 or 3 times as high as you are sugarcane stalks.
Ooh.
And as you pass through, there are berries and tomatoes ripe on the vine.
What kind of berries?
There's strawberries, blueberries, raspberries, blackberry bushes. Like they're just a smattering. There's not a lot of them, but there's like a few of
Demons
each.
don't eat this shit, though, right?
No,
Right.
this is very confusing.
It's just
Why?
decorative for them.
Why do you think they're growing this?
We
Find
need to
out?
find out either way. We need to go and find them.
We need to get those people back first, and then we can
We're
investigate.
walking right now, jeez. I move further ahead stealthily.
Who did you
Okay,
say?
I need you all to roll a will saving throw, please.
Hero point, because fuck that natural one.
Ooh, ooh.
18.
Okay,
22.
22.
13.
Oof.
23.
Okay.
30.
God. Nice. This makes sense from a character standpoint, anyways.
Oh, cool. I
So-
love it. The dice always
18.
know.
18. Actually, you don't need to make one because you don't have a throat anymore.
Yeah, you
so
don't
it
need-
doesn't really matter.
I
But
miss it so much. Oh.
all of this food, while appeasing to the population previous to Gate Rise, is not what you're used to. You were raised on grubs and other crap, and so this doesn't really appeal to you. For you, it's actually kind of repulsive, and for you, your mind's on the mission, and it makes you just kind of sad because
It makes you just.
you can't smell or taste anything anymore. It's all just metallic, weird kind of metallic-y taste that you get sometimes when you
Everything
wake
tastes a
up.
little bit like blood.
Oh.
But Annabelle is reminded of a wonderful childhood, and in particular, these gorgeous strawberries that she passes by, and she can't help herself but to pick one and eat it. It's pretty good. So you grab a few and you put them in your bag.
All right.
That's
Can't
it.
believe you failed, dude.
Okay, so you guys make your way to the door. Okay. I want
I'm
one
so
person.
scared. No, 7 sessions
I want
later.
one
7
person
sessions
to
later.
roll
I
a
become
vanilla
strawberry.
perception check.
I think Claire has the best. Cause what's yours?
Yeah, Claire's leading the
Oh,
way.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
Right, you are.
I'd aid if I could. So.
19.
Okay, so
20.
when you're waiting, as you're kind of approaching the house and about to maybe look through the window, and people are kind of milling their way through this patch, as Annabelle kind of looks around and is like,
Snacking.
you guys, you hear a rustle, you turn around and look,
That damn rabbit again.
and it seems to just be as you watch the wind going through the sugar cane reeds. So I'm guessing you all approach the cabin. Okay, so you get to the farmhouse, and you hear inside like a, and you can smell what seems to be like food's on, and it's as you look inside, you see somebody facing away from you. Their backs turned over by a stove and like an iron cast kitchenette set, and they seem to be cooking. It seems like a normal household inside.
What's it smell, though? What's the smell like?
Like you wouldn't know. Anyone
about-
else? Any questions?
Is it like a human? Like
Huh?
a person? Like a
It
human
seems to
or
be.
elf or
Yeah, it's
a non-demon?
yeah.
Like, we just use spices?
But
Does
the
she not use
other,
spices?
but the foot tracks did lead to the farmhouse.
Yeah.
100.
Yeah, that's pretty. It's very obvious
Yeah.
that they went here.
As Claire is making it clear, like pointing out the tracks and everything, I think, like going off of everyone else, Witten is just gonna try for the door, just going for it.
Okay.
You want to let the big guy go first?
So you walk in, and upon entering, you see the same sight is like somebody's cooking. They don't turn around to notice you, and as you enter, there's seemingly no one else, but there is a series of play sets in a larger table at the center of the house, of this room. Everything else seems pretty nominal. There's some decorations, some bundles of dried herbs. There's hanging utensils, some rough shot paintings, and nothing really to insinuate distress or But the tracks did end here, so they've got to be around here somewhere. But this woman, this person, is not noticing. So does anyone else enter in as they're cooking with their back turned?
Whitney, and I want to look for anyone hidden, anyone tucked away,
Look for traps.
Now that we're inside.
signs of people.
I'll be the last to enter.
Traps. Okay, roll for that. Then it's just perception.
Yes, and I have a feature that gives me a bonus.
There you go. Stay outside.
And that's a natural 20!
Hell yeah.
Go! I was gonna be the last one to walk in.
Which makes it a total of 32 perception. Yeah. Looking for hidden creatures. Cool. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
So
maybe 33 with the lantern.
right.
Hey, those numbers matter.
It matters. It makes a difference.
It matters to us.
It matters to me.
Okay. So yeah.
I will go to make the long route to cover a back door.
Nice.
Okay. So you walk, or let's cover you first. Then you walk around the back. There is no back door. It's just more windows. So it seems like the only way in and out of this place, at least on the surface, anyways, is the the front door.
And I'll look up, because there was a flying creature with them. I'll check, like, up on the roof area. I know it'll be hard to actually see the roof because I'm on the ground, but can I see, like, a broken way in or out for a flying creature to want to get in and out quickly?
Yeah, maybe, but you have to climb up there to see for
Right,
yourself.
okay. Then he'll just do the full circle, and then by the time he gets back is when he gets back around. So
He'll stand on his tiptoes and just.
Anyone else
run over.
entering in the space?
I was gonna be the last
You're
person to
you're not
enter.
entering, but everyone else is. Are you entering after you do your circle?
Yes.
Okay.
So I'll
So
just see, I'll clock the goblin, nod, head in.
so there is a ladder that goes upstairs. As far as you can tell, you don't see any tripwires or trap-like devices anywhere. No nets, no hidden trap doors. But you can tell that there's people. Something's upstairs. But they aren't really trying to mask that. You hear like, throat clearing and stepping and stomping. Like it doesn't seem like they're actively trying to avoid detection. But that's all you can detect with that.
And from everything we can tell, this person in the kitchen seems mortal.
Well, you haven't checked at all. But from the back, there's no. It's not clear.
Witten is walking up to them and
They look good
Hourglass
from the back.
figure? Or are we talking about like rectangular?
He, just,
Yeah, it's
he
like-
said they look fine from
Yeah.
the back.
So
Witten's walking up to them and putting a
Big
hand
back.
on the shoulder of the woman there.
And then, so you walk up, Witten walks up and places the hand on the shoulder, and the person goes, oh! And turns around. And it's this horrifying amalgamation of the rock trying to masquerade as a human female. It is beyond bad of a disguise.
Oh, Jesus.
There seems to be some Lamashu BS where their old costume is rotting off their body as they're
And half their
dressed
beak's
in
gone
this.
too.
Yeah, the chipped beak is their feathers are compressed, and she goes, "Oh, hello, welcome."
How many actions would I have in
Just
this
play
moment
along.
left? If I would I have 2 left possibly?
I'm so glad you could make it.
May I have my answer? How many actions do I have left? at
Someone
this
really
moment?
doesn't want to have fun with this.
Oh no!
Never wants that.
I am
Fine.
specifically
I know.
going based on Witten's mindset at the moment.
I would say there you would have you could do
Yeah, you can do
we're
it. Like, we're not
in
in-
role play right now, so it's not like we're not in combat, so you could do an action.
Cool.
Like, you can
I
do
want to
something.
cast heal on them because I have seen this do damage to fiends in the past.
Boring. Oh, okay.
So I need a fortitude save from them if they are weak to vitality damage.
Oh no, but
let me
Witten,
check.
they were so thick!
Them tail feathers.
Shake him.
What can I say? Torin's got weird tastes.
Look, if you give Witten an extremely traumatizing
Yeah?
dream,
Yeah.
wake up and lose half of their forces,
Witten's having a rough time.
Witten is
and
going
honestly,
through it
here
right
for it.
now.
Third
Kill
of
people
third
more.
of their forces.
Because he's weak.
No, a sixth of their forces.
Kill
but
people more.
Whatever.
So does anybody else do
Kill
anything
demons
before this
more.
happens?
Upstairs. Up the ladder.
Oh, hey. I don't think he knows that it's the rock, even though he was just tracking them. Hi, we're just. Witten, what are you doing?
It's been such a long time since I've had a home-cooked meal. Walking through the door.
I think Witten's got this. I'm also going upstairs.
Yeah, Witten.
Leave him with the super high CR.
He's got it.
Alright,
Rock.
Okay, let's do the. So what do I need to
I'm
make?
more worried about getting people.
21.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where are they at? You can't already be.
Okay.
We can't already be stupid.
So that was a. You say fortitude?
Fortitude. Basic fortitude save.
So that's a 38.
Fucking shit.
The fortitude's their
Love
highest. The will is the
course it
lowest.
is.
The
Remember when I
fortitude's
said
very
their
high.
mind was weak?
So, we have a thing here in Grim's
So you
Dungeon
reach-
where
you
the
reach over-
cleric likes to try to do PS.
So it's
This
so
is
the,
what-
the healing is good. What is it?
Vitality.
He's so upset. He's so sad.
Vitality.
Alright, buddy.
Yeah, evil and good are.
Because it just halves it. It doesn't not go
No,
off.
no, because it's basic. He crit saved, therefore does nothing.
Okay.
Yes!
Well, now we can have that conversation.
Yeah.
He still casts it too, and it doesn't do shit.
I'm sorry. Well, the rock's a creature level 9. Like they're a bit tough, but there's 5 of you. So don't hurt me. I'm sorry.
Frederick,
So seeing,
oh yeah, he's got this.
He's got this.
So
Does
you
nothing.
reach over and you grab the rock by
There's
the
you-
where do you
you
grab
down
it?
there.
I grab it by the shoulder, and as soon as
Yeah,
it turns around and I
easy.
see it, It's moving to grab on what would essentially be like a mortal's pressure point there and squeezing. He's not that strong, but where did you put them?
And so as you cast the spell, while it doesn't necessarily do damage to the rock, the rotted, semi-corrupted tanned skin burns underneath of your hand. And the rock goes, my clothes! And it's like patting. That's not a nice way to treat your host.
Is this all in common now? Like,
it's speaking common.
Okay. It's doing its best impression of a human.
Yeah.
If they are not alive, we'll do much worse than kill you. And that
I
is
have
a
no
promise.
idea what you're talking about.
He's kind of scary when he gets like this.
Yeah, let's just let him do his thing.
Yeah, I'm sure he's got it.
Did you ever cook with your mommy in the kitchen, little boy?
This is great for
This is Fowler over here.
The four of us go upstairs. I think
Jimmy
we got this.
All right, upstairs you see, and upstairs you see.
You'll be fine against the level 9 rock. It's fine.
You see the cow demon in the corner wearing a similarly horrible costume with a pipe, and he's holding up a metal plate as if it were like some form of literature as he's rocking back and forth.
Indeed. Oh, indubitably.
as he rocks back and forth, and he goes, "Hi!" and he throws the piece of metal and it into the slats of the broken roof. You can see now it's kind of just like a percolation of holes and kind of some collapse and then some slats keeping all of it down. What am I doing?
Yeah, what are you doing?
Inside.
Yeah, let's see it.
Let's see it.
Ba 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 ba.
It's good music.
Mid.
Play it.
Ba da ba. Copyright.
Good catch. Good catch.
Yo.
Oh, I see a little cage in that corner.
Oh yeah.
Allegedly.
So
everyone else
This human
rushes
meat?
upstairs.
I'm still downstairs with Whitney.
Goblins. Middle of the
over
field.
Here. It's still in the farm land.
Oh my god! Everyone's gone. Hey, the cage is out too. It's fine.
It's okay. I take
They're
half
free.
damage from falling, so it's
Oh,
Why'd you roll 2d20 for damage?
The old shoulder
Lord,
makes
I-
its return.
Dang, y'all went far.
You knocked us far. The old shoulder.
And you.
I want it to have a little.
Just put it
bump.
outside.
Yeah.
It's imperative that this is put
Oh my gosh.
Isn't it on the first floor?
Be inside. Oh, that's Cowman.
We need another light shining directly
No,
inside
it
its
will.
It's
I'm
just
covering
it's
it.
just
Yeah.
Chandy.
Oh no, like
Turn
into
into a
the
flashlight.
thing because it's very shadowy inside.
Chandy man.
Oh, that's the freaking Grinch.
Eh.
Oh, different something.
Hey, it actually kind of works.
Put it like on the table.
It's behind it's by your computer.
The rock? Didn't you just put it in the second floor?
No, that's the Cowled one.
Scoot it a little towards us.
Yeah, you brought it back with the pedestals.
I have to put something else in there.
Roll time.
What did you say? It's by here?
You said, like, when I last saw it, you brought it back with the pedestals. There you go.
Yep.
Yeah, there you go. But it's fine.
Oh, yes.
Spoiled.
Oh, me, Mom.
I will cook your
Grandma, what great wings you have.
All the better to meet you with.
To embrace you with.
To embrace with.
Grandmother,
Like a
what a
warm
big beak you
blanket.
have. It actually got chipped earlier.
By this random psycho who shot me.
Random psycho. I mean, not wrong.
True.
We were just kidnapping people like normal. And
No.
Oh, okay.
We kind of
As you do.
switched roles with the wolf a little bit.
It's fine.
No, but I want it back.
Now hold still while I
Here's your
regurgitate into
lantern.
your mouth.
Good enough.
That looks cool.
are you here to eat the
I'm so
people as
cool.
well? You could smell it.
It's. I have a solution.
You guys remember when our cleric tried to DPS again?
Yeah, it's hilarious.
He didn't want to have a fun roleplay moment before we fought things.
No.
Yo, is that a gun?
Find a plug for this.
Yeah, good luck. There's like nothing, dude.
This plug's right there.
Are there?
And I just need an extension cable.
I don't think it's worth it, my
It might not
guy.
be worth it.
It's totally
I will say
Chan.
this is a big
Sure.
problem with
Chan,
the
we're
green
live.
screens. This is why we should get real props instead of using these goddamn green screens, guys.
True. It'd make it easier.
Chan!
Chandler!
So,
Oh my god.
So he's
Well, he's got
gone.
it.
So this
Yeah.
episode's sponsor is brought to you by.
Behind the screen. What's their AC?
Don't do
What's
it.
the
Don't
saves?
do it. Don't do it.
Do it.
What are their saves?
well, their will's
particularly-
their weakest,
Yeah,
and
we
their
know the
fortitude's
rock.
their strongest.
Yeah.
It was
Cool.
a
Yeah.
real good
Do we
fight.
need this cowman, or am I about to just get
No,
rid
no,
of
no.
him?
Get rid
Destroy him.
Okay.
of him. Get rid of him.
We can roleplay a little bit. It's fun.
Well, we can question.
what
the,
if they're
We can
nuts?
question the rock.
They're
Sure.
I kind of
Question. Yeah.
I kind of
With
want to
the
know
rock.
what their sign is. You know,
what?
get to
What
know
their
them a little
sign
bit.
is?
Let's get to know them a little bit before.
Well, I think we
murder
know what
them.
the cowman's is. It's Taurus, right?
Taurus.
Yeah.
Gemini.
He's wild. You could just
I think
tell.
all the dredges are Geminis.
The rock is easily a Pisces.
And
Maybe. Yeah. Got hit.
Spotlight.
Scared, ran away.
Now we just gotta put this back where it isn't in your head, please.
in your head.
Yeah.
In my head. Wow, actually, it's great lighting.
Can't even see it.
How many songs can we
Earlier
use?
in the night.
Okay,
Anyway,
so you see
Welcome back,
a
everyone.
little dressed as a little kid. I'll forego the rest of that description. And he's like, "Hello, Daddy, look at this!" And he's like hanging from the rafters, swinging, and
Wow.
the cow is like, "Oh, very good, very good."
I'm gonna head over to the cowman.
Chandler, I'm sorry.
see-
That's a safety
I'm shooting the
hazard.
dredge.
You see, like, no bed, no anything like that. There's 2 empty steel cages.
Do they
There's
have
nothing
guardrails?
empty. There's nothing inside, and that's what's going on up there. So down below, you've got again the Vrock, who's like, "I'm so happy that you guys could come for dinner.
Us too.
Please
down
have
the
a
stairs.
seat.
Dinner's
on."
What's
And then-
for dinner?
And then I'll answer that. And then the cow goes, "Oh, excellent!" And he just like runs over and jumps and crashes
He's
through
not
the
getting that
floor and falls down and slams. You see the cow go, "Poof." And he's got, it's kind of bloodied and bruised. And he sits down and he's like, "Grr," and he like sits in this comically small chair. And the kid comes swinging down as well. And this big soup pot, which smells pretty good, is brought to the center, and she starts to spoon the soup into each of the bowls. There's a place set for all of you. And she gestures like, "Please sit, let's have a conversation. A conversation, quack!"
Just so you're aware, you should have handrails for those stairs. It's a part of the building codes here in the...
Sit down!
Thank you. Should probably have a smoke detector too, but it's fine.
I'm
I
not
sit down.
conversing with any of the likes of you.
I can't make that joke. I can't do it.
Is there
Yes, you
anywhere-
can.
I need to know what the joke is now. Like,
Do
you
it.
can't do
You'll
that.
tell us later.
Or like it sounds you
When we're
remember
not
tell
live.
us later.
It's not even bad, but I don't know. It's not even bad.
Is there
Either way.
anywhere up on this second floor that people could be hidden? And I'm just gonna
I'm gonna say no.
look for it.
No.
No. Nothing.
Excuse me, what's your name?
And he's talking to the rock.
My name is.
Oh, very nice to meet you. I'm Tori.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, sorry.
Is this
Nailed it.
like
Oh, okay.
goblin in a different dialect?
And this is.
Oh, very nice to meet you.
Is it like is it like
That was different.
And this is Jim.
Nice to meet
Stretch
you, Jim.
Jim.
Just so we're all
Weird
clear, we don't eat people if that's what's in the soup. We like eat the stuff outside, like the vegetables and.
Well, sure.
I'm
But, like-
gonna, as they're all being themselves, I'm gonna go stand behind the cowman, and I'm taking a vicious swing.
Yes. I'll take a shot at the dredge.
Do you have anything like insecty? Also, is any of this non-corrupt? It smells non-corrupt.
32.
Yeah, that hits.
Did it crit?
Yeah.
And I can shoot
Sure.
the dredge.
There is something going on here, guy. Okay.
I don't know if any of this is real.
So, question about vicious swing and crits. Vicious swing obviously gives me another D12.
Mm-hmm.
Would I only get one more D12 from the crit, or two?
No,
D12?
the crit is just
Oh,
double
you're
the
right. You're
damage.
right. You're right.
It's
You're
two
right.
times.
I'm on
Times
two-
two.
two
I wasn't even
many
paying attention to what you were
systems.
saying. I was
My
too
bad.
busy thinking about what's about
My
to
bad.
happen next.
26 to hit the dredge.
Yeah.
Oh God!
I have a
Damn.
bad feeling. I have a very bad feeling about all of this.
What's happening?
If my math is right, I'm gonna need your help. 60 points of damage.
Well, that's the most that's ever been done.
Welcome to Barbarian Land.
What?
He did.
I rolled 12, 8, 6, plus 4.
That's 26. Yeah, 30 doubled.
Well, I did 9 points
To the dredge.
to the dredge.
I think we should really
Let me do
question
some math here.
them first.
If this guy
We
lives,
can still talk to the Brock.
Was that Jim?
No, that was Jim's the dredge.
Okay, so you kind of saunter
Weird name,
while
Jim.
everyone else seems to be, if not cautiously intrigued, scaling between the two, depending on the person. You saunter behind. You pull out your sword, and you, with one fell swoop, slam the blade from the head. How do you want to do it, actually? I'll ask. How would you want to do it?
So
I'm
walking
so used to
behind him,
describing.
it's
Yeah.
just going to be just as everyone's talking. I don't care if they see me or not. It's just going to be one hand, second hand, no words, boom, diagonal through and through.
So you slice through
Not the soup!
as if it was nothing, and you also gouge the soup cauldron pretty significantly, and you actually embed your sword into the floor. You swing so hard, and before you can even the Minotaur has even time to react, you pull your sword back, you wipe it, and you prepare for a next swing, staring at the rock,
Yes.
right? And goes. And just
Yes.
and inside,
Oh.
you see it was actually 3 children masquerading as a no.
I honestly would not put it past you. I was
truly
like,
would.
I would
How
not put it
dare.
past you. One
God,
single
of
moment.
course!
No, of course not.
Of
So
course! How did we
it
not see
spews
that? We're
blood
horrible.
almost like in
Yeah,
a
the
comical
children
way
didn't
and
see.
slides and collapses, and
Right.
the chair sort of just like just falls apart, and is like
And what I would
twitching
like to
on the
do,
ground.
depending upon you, is just immediately rush the rock, grab it by the throat, and begin interrogation.
Okay. Let's see how the Vrock reacts to this and how the Dretch reacts. So you shoot the Dretch.
9
9
points of
points.
damage.
Right.
That's
So
cute.
that was
Big
this
9.
Dretch. Yes.
What a roll.
I tried.
So the Dretch is like,
Soup! Hey, you know I like soup.
and you fire the bolt, and it goes like, he's like reaching for it, and it goes like right in his shoulder as he's reaching for like the ladle to pour his own soup, since the Vrock stopped when you,
Annabelle, he's just a kid.
and
He's little, right? He doesn't look
he
like
looks
he's really
down at the
strong.
blood coming out and goes like, ah! Like it just starts screaming at the top of his lung, and he's like, ah! Like just an ungodly scream.
Oh god! Oh god! Does he need help?
And-
Why would you do that? We're about to have dinner, guys.
in the soup.
The soup starts like spewing out, and it sprays
Oh.
over all of you in this sort of like,
God.
If I could
spray.
smell it, I bet it smelled so good.
And that you see, like, by the end of it, like, you know, little body parts, human body parts, like, are floating through.
That's
the soup?
In the
That's
soup.
where that joke
Damn, they're
is.
fast. They are really efficient.
Actually, if someone would like to do a survival roll, I
do
can
it.
tell you
it
more
might be
about
other
the soup.
people.
I'll
This is
at least
important.
aid.
I
or-
studied underneath Kyle.
You have it better than I do. You roll.
Yeah. Well,
Well, yeah, to assist. I mean.
to assist.
That's
I
fine.
know my job here. It's not this role.
No. Yeah.
Well,
Are you assisting
I don't know
me or
my
am I
job
assisting
here,
you?
actually.
You're
I don't
assisting
know
me,
why.
dude.
yeah,
I'm
he
here.
has a way better.
Because.
Yes.
+1. Or well, hang on.
No, why
Yeah,
am I
for
here
sure.
again?
Well, a crit success would be
What?
+2, but
It's 22.
22. So you're 3 away from crit. But
30.
The parts that are human look really old and corrupted, chaos corrupted, like by like months.
Yeah,
Somehow preserved
Thank God.
from rotting, so they don't look fresh. But it smells great to you.
You don't make it into jerky and then put it in a soup. Even I know that.
It's called pottage.
pottage.
There's so much to teach you.
Witten is still just staring daggers into the rock. We're
Well-
not entertaining this.
I'm gonna grapple.
You are after the slaughtering of.
Yeah,
That doesn't phase Witten at all. Just the sudden.
I'm telling you,
crash
he
of-
is fully
Witten
dead
is
set on.
rocked it.
Witten?
So the Vrock
Witten is rocked it.
The Vrocked is like as the Dretch is screaming. The Vrocked is just kind of like, and you all. There's kind of this awkward pause where the Vrocked is.
I'm grappling the dredge.
It was a long shot anyway. She throws
you-
the ladle at who?
It's gotta be Witten.
We're friends,
Just
right?
bonks him
I'm
on
gonna
the
laugh.
head.
It is Witten.
Yeah.
1, 2. I rolled the
Yeah.
a 2.
The dice have spoken.
1, 2, 3,
Yeah.
4, and 5. Chucks the ladle at you.
Yep.
Does it hit just against your AC? No, it doesn't. Throws it, and you're just you know, you dodge it as it's like, and it's like ah! and the flesh flings off as it flushes itself out the front door.
Does it pass me?
Yeah,
Boom. Or tries.
Yeah.
it's trying to flee.
Not this time,
Could you?
Chandler.
Is it possible to
This
grapple
time we
with
try
your
to
opportunity
stop
attack?
28.
28.
Yes.
Okay, that does meet it. That hits it.
God, that guy's so strong.
Pretty
For a
sure
little
mine.
coward, he's so strong. Sorry.
What the?
Sorry, Granny.
Mom.
Tell me when I can
14 points of damage.
Okay. As it's fleeing, you manage to get like and slam your blade. Which side?
Because it's more effective on them, he will, unless I tell you otherwise, it's basically always going to be the flame side. Because it is more effective against demons.
It is?
Typically, yes.
That's
Demons
no.
fire
That's,
resistance?
yeah, it's the opposite, bud.
They're weak against cold iron, like
Yeah,
Yeah.
frost,
that's why you got the cold iron part.
good, like that sort of thing.
Well, then that was just a player not remembering the perfect notes. So then the cold iron side, yes.
Yeah, they're okay. So you go and you slam. Weakness. The number after weakness does what?
It adds to the damage.
Okay, so that's actually going to be more damage than you might be thinking. So let me see. Where is the?
Pump up the jam. Pump it up.
Oh my gosh.
Wait till the bachelor party, dude. We are gonna party.
Hell yeah. But I told you not to talk about it in front of Morgan. You know I didn't invite him, right?
Oh shit.
It's okay,
Alright,
I
so
got
anyways,
it.
at
I'm
the
on it.
bachelor
Oh
party.
my god! Invite so I can run
As I'm
games.
actively.
DPS.
So it actually knocks him off guard, and he slams into the side of the door, and like kind of barrel rolls and spills outside, and lands kind of like in the bushes.
Now, are we in initiative, or can I just keep chasing him?
We're about.
Okay.
I'd say I'll let you guys leave. So he's here.
Oh, he's gonna
Dredge
kick
is
this
still
bird's
screaming
ass.
Yes.
inside. Dead cat.
Just dump
God.
everyone out.
A spotlight appears from nowhere on top of the
Just
bird.
gonna make a note under today's
Like a
notes,
giant-
LOL 60 damage.
Oh my gosh.
A giant in
As he utters his next
Interrogation
You
soliloquy.
let me know when I can attack this dredge again.
So, tell me
I
what
want to
you
wait my
want.
turn, but like, I want to finish him off.
unplug that.
Hit the light.
Hit the light.
I
like
refuse.
I like it.
It feels like we're actually in a theater.
You come to me
Theater blood.
on the day
So-
of soup day.
Super.
He's like now wallowing in the dirt as you guys come out, and the Dretch runs outside too. It's like, ah! And he runs by both of you.
I can only make one swing, so.
Okay.
I'll shoot.
Okay.
Not one. Never mind.
Damn.
Never mind.
Damn,
Okay,
girl.
bye.
So in its favor, you can't quite nail it. It runs outside as well.
I just don't want to smack.
Why?
Front hand, backhand.
Front hand.
Look,
Backhand.
I don't want to.
Screeching.
Oh,
And the Vrocht is like, "Wah, ah!" And he like looks in it like in this terror. He looks around and looks back at you and goes, "Ah!" and like creates this insane shriek.
Not again.
And at first, nothing happens. You know, you guys are
Damn it, we're gonna get
prepared.
scared. We gotta run.
Yep.
And then rumbling.
Run, 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 run,
Oh.
run.
Yep.
Frog He-Man?
Then out from where the plants reside, pop out plant zombies.
Whoa!
Plants versus zombie.
They got little.
Oh,
Oh
my
my
god,
God,
they
they-
have tufts of grass on their head.
That's
Why have?
No, no,
why
no.
not both?
This is not Plants vs Zombies. This is when they make up afterward.
Oh my.
The fusion between zombies and plants is
And
now
out of their
phenomenal.
skulls
Is an intense.
is the plants that were previously put. They've been like planted.
And you
Now,
ate
to what
some of
end and
those.
purpose might require a little bit more investigation.
Oh god.
Yeah, you
What did you
ate
eat?
some.
I ate a strawberry.
You're a plant zombie.
No.
You ate people plants.
No.
Yeah, you did.
You're a,
No.
you're a
You ate
cannibal
people
now.
No. Please, no.
Oh my god, there's so many. They look
Congratulations,
cool,
now
though.
you're
The
fully
frog
cannibal demon.
flies up this area
Without me getting close to him again? Fuck.
and screams.
Only
Again, this
I wanted
happens like
another
so fast.
opportunity.
I mean, you guys got some licks in, okay? You,
Yep.
you did
You
quite
got
a
a guy
bit.
out. We
He screams,
Sure.
Kill them all!
and unfortunately, that's where we got it ended.
Oh!
Time.
Oh yeah, it is.
We're out of time. We got
Shit,
only
you're
15
right.
minutes left in the.
Next time we get
But
to
we
kill
don't
some
recognize.
That's okay, that's a good
we
spot.
don't recognize
These are
anybody.
good spot.
very rotted people. They've
Very
been in the ground
rotted.
for a while.
Okay.
And you'll have to do
okay.
some deduction as to see whether or not they're,
Like how attractive they are.
yeah.
Plants are
Exactly.
people.
Wow, that is a beautiful plant zombie.
Yeah, very,
So thick.
very pretty.
Little onions coming out of their nipples.
Unfortunately, that's where we got it ended.
Look at the trunk on that.
But I'm glad we got this out. That's nice.
I hate basic saving throws. They have fucked me over so many times,
How
dude.
else do I?
I
do
know.
reaction?
I understand.
You need to apologize
I
for
know.
playing his character for it.
Oh, don't do that.
Chandler's like, do you
He's
want
on
like
the
a
precipice.
Cool, do you want like a
World's worst
fun,
cleric.
hip, like little RP part? And Witten's like, no.
No, I know. I did that on
He was
purpose.
too rocked in.
Yeah, I ruined that
You're
sequence.
doing
on
great.
purpose. All right.
The whole
You're doing great.
situation.
I'm proud of you.
We're all proud
Listen,
of
let's
you.
just remember
Violence.
the
I
highlight of the
appreciate
note.
it. Way to go. You tried your best.
He listened to Creed on the way home.
I am in the same mind state as
I
Witten.
just heard.
I saw myself shut.
Holy shit.
Photograph.
Oh,
Time I'm
God.
looking
With saves wide open. They prevent the damage.
Jeez.
And we're only an hour away
There
from camp. We,
Yeah.
we can get everybody here if we take over this spot.
Yeah, but then what?
Now we just
I don't
plant
know.
our dead.
We
plant our dead.
We make
And
zombie.
we feed our people.
I don't know.
We
they
make
can
zombie
eat,
plants.
At least,
Yeah, they
probably.
can
I had a strawberry and I'm fine.
Right now
Yeah,
you are.
right now.
We don't gotta tell them where they came from.
I will.
We're
I
gonna
will.
find
I
out.
will. I will
Ooh, like
end this with a slightly additional note here, just because I feel like this could be save a little bit of time on the front end of next session. I want you all to wrap this out. I want you all to roll a basic perception. Let's see if Witten can bounce back on the last roll.
Nope.
Okay.
Well, I mean, it's not terrible, but it's not great either. I have a plus 13, so.
Oh, I can use my hero point because I've not used my hero point today.
Is
Yeah.
this within 20
so
feet?
meta.
You know what?
No,
That's a
because
good
then I get
point.
a +1. And if it's a
No,
hidden
no.
creature, I get a +2.
Okay.
Okay, but 28.
20.
Maybe +2. Maybe +1.
I got 20.
And those can stack because they're different.
22.
23.
22.
So I still got the lowest.
Great job.
You notice as the zombies pop out, that none have popped out from these two trenches.
And then
Is that right?
Yep.
That have been freshly dug.
That is where we'll end.
that's still so fast.
They were already dug. They just cover them up.
Yeah.
Remember, they did get
Yeah.
ahead. We didn't. That was over an hour.
Hey, what's
Yeah.
great about demons is like, how do they do that? Chaos magic. I don't know.
There's a lot of little
Magic,
glitches.
All right.
Yeah.
Hand
How
wave.
We're
they do
done.
it? Prep work. It's already dug. Just have to throw them in there and shove dirt over.
Now, why are they doing it? I don't know.
Who knows?
Let's figure it out.
Do we have anything to plug?
I know why.
No.
Our shorts.
Yeah, go watch our shorts if you'd like. Subscribe on
I'm
YouTube if you haven't already. If
We love
you're
our
first
shorts.
coming into this
Yes,
and you don't
we
know
do.
what's happening and you enjoyed the show,
So
we
comfy
recommend
and
you
easy to wear.
watch
Ask
the
me.
first 19 sessions of Godbound.
If you
We
don't
also-
have that much time, ask me.
yeah,
I'll talk about
we also do a
anything
recap.
forever.
We did a recap between Arc 1 and Arc 2.
Yes.
I didn't realize Arc 2 was going to end when it did, so I haven't made a recap quite yet, but I could. But you're welcome to go and take a look to watch that recap. And that'll get you past Season 1 if you don't have the time.
Yeah, and take a look at our one-shots that we recently
True,
did. Like our
bro.
Cairn,
Starfinder.
technically two-shot.
Starfinder.
Once our Starfinder one-shot goes up on YouTube.
You can watch the
take a look.
VOD on the live section of our YouTube channel already.
A little
Yeah.
bit
Um,
chaos, I've heard.
Oh, it's incredibly chaotic.
Oh, it was bad.
But it's a new system.
It was
It's
tough.
it's a now.
It's a fun new
it's
system
a-
that they tried.
It's
It
going to
was
be a
the-
dying system.
It was the
too.
opposite of this session where Chandler.
It's getting upgraded.
a
wouldn't-
revamp. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a confession. This isn't my real hair.
Oh my god!
Holy shit! I feel betrayed.
How dare you?
This
I have a
is the
confession.
worst thing that's
you
happened.
kidding me?
Would you imagine the power play that would have been?
This whole time,
This whole time I've been bald.
he has a really nice shaped head though.
I have some fun old school pictures of when Chan and I were in college together, and I've got a real fun picture of him with a really long beard. It's great.
when we were doing my shows.
Oh no, when I was filming my thing here at your house.
You filmed something here?
Yes, I did.
Did he know?
Yeah. Yes.
Also,
Was he drugged?
It was
aware?
barely like
Why
an hour
haven't
and a
I
half.
seen
yeah.
this picture?
I'm pretty sure I've shown you.
something
No, I
to
don't
plug.
remember.
Oh? Oh?
What are you gonna plug?
Alright. What?
Whoa, who told you? I'm sorry, wrong plug.
Which one? Whoa.
But if you are in the Huntsville area, March
Yeah.
27th, I am doing a live D&D show over at Shenanigans Theater. And it is a comedy D&D show where we have crowd interaction. It is called the Castle Council. And we have all of our people that are from this country, and they come and tell us our problems, and we try to solve shit. And so I'll be a guest character on that show. And so if you're in the Huntsville area, March 27th, come see me.
Amazing.
I have
it
a
out.
great funny voice. I'm going to wear a great costume and a thong. So
Well, with
You
that,
don't get to see that.
okay.
that part's hidden.
But you'll know.
When is it?
on
March
that note,
27th. On
March
a Thursday.
27th on a Thursday at 10 o'clock in the afternoon,
Go see Christian.
morning, night,
Afternoon.
afternoon.
There you go.
Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. We appreciate it. Check out our other stuff. Till next time.